associates gather on the stand. The trial's a circus, but I've got a plan. Not a grifter, still worse than Dan. Hopscotch squares, don't trip, don't fall. BK in a felony, I've heard it all. Shake it, magic 8 ball. Tell me the truth, will justice call? Me be the diva, she's running the show. Chief Capone and Meg, yeah, everybody knows. That we're fat, well, nobody knows. What the corn echoes as the chaos grows. My credibility left in a vehicle. Hopscotch squares, don't trip, don't fall. BK in a felony, I've heard it all. Shake it, magic 8 ball. Tell me the truth, will justice call? What the corn echoes as the chaos grows. My credibility left in a vehicle.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Happy Monday. Welcome, Baker Raiders. Thank you, Baker. Sorry that we weren't quite ready to go when that happened, but welcome. We appreciate you hanging around. I'm AJ. Got my spawn over there. And then we have Gabby. We have a Gabby, a spawn, and me.
Shake it, magic 8 ball. Sorry.
That is a catchy song.
It really is.
It really is. And I know it probably doesn't make sense to a lot of people. And it is just a tip of the hat to my OGs that were with me at the very beginning of my channel. A lot of that stuff came from that. Gabby is responsible for What the Corn and Associates, and probably several other ones in there. But those two definitely. So,
What the Corn vehicle.
You just make fun of me for that one.
Vehicle.
So we are covering the Rachelle Waterman trial from Alaska, 2006. I do ask that if you do know the outcome of this trial, that you please don't spoil it, because I've not seen it. Most of us here have not seen it, and so we're just kind of watching it and see how it shakes out. And once we get to the end, see if we agree with the verdict. So if you don't know the Rachelle Waterman trial, she was 16 years old, and she is accused of plotting the unaliving of her mother, 48-year-old Lori Waterman. Her accomplices were her two ex-boyfriends, who were best friends, which is weird. And they were around 24 years old at the time they dated Rachelle. The first one, Rachelle, was 15. And then when I was reading that when apparently she broke up with him, that he introduced her to his friend, and then they dated. The age of consent in Alaska is 16. I don't care. That's still gross. But on that note, even at 16, you can only be 3 years older. So those guys, I think they just had a history of dating young girls. We'll leave that there. Anyway, she supposedly convinced those two that her mother was being abusive and had thrown her down some stairs, all these things, and wanted them to take her out, for lack of a better word. And they did. Not in a great way. They broke into her home when Rachelle and her dad were away in Juneau, and for the weekend, they broke into their home, took Lori captive. I don't know what all happened in the house. We have not heard that part yet. I don't know how bad it got. I know they had her change out of her nightgown into her clothes, forced her to drink a bottle of wine, and because their plan was to make it look like she had a drunk driving accident. So they tied her hands, tied her feet, put her in her minivan, drove her minivan out to a secluded area. One of them tried to break Lori's neck, and apparently, movies aren't real, and it wasn't that easy, and he could not do it. So who knows what hell Lori went through during that time alone. Once that didn't happen, they basically beat her to death and strangled her. When she was finally gone, they lit her van on fire, put her body into the van, and made the dumb mistake of opening the back of the van and rolling down all the windows so the fire would get oxygen, and which gave it away really quick that wasn't an accident. They rolled the van down the hill. The fire got very, very hot. What was found of Lori was basically a pile of ash and her skull. So they had to wait for forensic dentists to identify who Lori was. In the meantime, her husband and her daughter have returned home. They are looking for Lori. They live in Craig, Alaska. It's on the Prince of Wales Island, I think that's correct.
Yes.
Only about 2,000 people. So they had drove around trying to find Lori in town. They were unsuccessful. We've heard from Lori's dad, that testimony hit people really wrong, like in a lot of different ways, because he was very collected and he was very calm and just very matter of fact about things. And, some people got the vibe that he maybe had been involved, and others thought maybe he had just kind of disassociated from the situation. His testimony, he finds the tip of a latex glove, and he kind of picks it up and looks at it, and like okay, that's in his bedroom, and he just puts it on the counter in the bathroom, like to look at it later. He finds some of the rope had frayed off. He found some of that. Also thought that was strange, so he picked it up and he put it in the bathroom. It was very strange how he handled just their house kind of being a little bit of disarray. A bottle of wine that Lori wasn't a drinker, but that wasn't a red flag to him. It was strange. I don't know that the guy was involved. I think he was just probably in shock of having to be there and testify against his 16-year-old daughter, she did well in school. She was a good athlete. Like, she had a lot going for her, and she just threw it away.
Well, she's also a long-time war vet, and they tend to get desensitized to a lot of things, and their demeanor can come off like they don't care, but they do. They're just very emotionless.
Yeah, he was, and I think that was bothering people because he was just it was just like he was telling you about his day. Like,
Yeah.
We
Did
flew
they put
home.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No.
Did they put her body in the back seat?
Yeah, they weren't even smart enough to put it in the front seat. So
It's gonna be real hard to do a drunk driving accident if you're in the back seat.
When you set your own van on fire and drive yourself off of a hill.
She could have been so drunk that she tried to drive it from the back seat.
She's like, I can't reach the pedals, but here we go.
But here we go. Oh no, I'm on fire.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
What's up, Brad Bear?
Thank you for being a member for 15 months. I appreciate it. Yes, where does the time go? Jeez. I know I owe a lot of people hellos. Brokenhearted. Baker sent me over. Zach, who's broke back blanker? I don't know. I know.
What is that a picture of?
Of Zach? I don't know.
Is it like hair?
Looks like his hair.
No way. He doesn't have that much hair, does he?
He doesn't have. I thought his hair wasn't that color.
Did you braid your hair there, big guy?
It looks like a braid, huh?
That's cute.
Like,
oh, it does look like a braid.
French,
yeah, now I see it.
Yep. French braid. You just got one corn roll.
I'm so well. I just figured out my life. I know where I get my gayness from.
Wow. If you don't know, Zach is Carmen's dad.
Not really.
Only in YouTube land.
Yeah,
What's up, Chloe? Hello, Christine and Ash. Yes, Bri, he has seen some things. I agree. So I will tell you this: the state uh, prosecutor that we've listened to so far sucks. I don't know how else to put it. He does not ask good questions. He had Lori's or Rochelle's dad on the stand and kind of walked him right up. Even the dad kind of walked him up to some areas, and it's like that guy U-turned super fast. And he's really been not great. The defense, he at least asked some questions. He oddly grabbed a hold of Lori though while he was doing his opening. It was weird. I didn't like that. Oh, he
Yeah, it
changed
was
his
the
picture.
way. It was the way that he grabbed her. It was weird.
Burn, your kid disowned you and live in 1080p, Zach. Haha, that's from Baker.
1080p.
And he changed his picture. Wait, that one's still there.
I'm so confused. If you're another person, I apologize. I was talking to him. I am so sorry.
What's up, Luca? I don't know what's
Zach's
happening.
here. I don't
Give me
either.
a
Just
sec.
push play because now I'm embarrassed and I feel bad.
Is this available in 1080p? What's up, Brandon? I don't know. It might not be. Like, you're not that late. We're just getting started. Your hair's not that color. Did she color your hair too? Oh my gosh, you two.
Baker
Baker's
Chat was
chat was-
talking about braiding hair because Baker's gay. Hey, we got something in common.
Anyways, so we have Alaska State Trooper. What is his name? I forgot. Robert Claus, Claus. He will be on the stand today. He's on the stand for about an hour and a half. I think the second chair prosecutor is asking him questions, so hopefully they will be better than the lead dude because awful. So I do have it boosted. I have it sped up just a touch. Let me know if I need to adjust anything, and I will. And with that, let's roll.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Webb.
Thank you. Trooper Claus, state your full name and spell your first and last name.
My name is Robert Claus, Robert Claus.
And how are you employed?
I'm an Alaska State Trooper,
And how long have you been with the Alaska State Troopers?
about 18 or 19 years,
And where are you stationed at?
on Prince of Wales Island in Klawock,
And how long have you been stationed there?
12 years.
And do you live in Klawock?
No, sir, I don't. I live in Craig.
Okay. How far is Craig from Klawock?
About 7 miles, give or take.
Okay. Are you married?
Yes, sir, I am.
And how long have you been married?
Now you're asking a hard question. 21 years.
And do you have any children?
Yes, I do.
And what's their names and ages?
Stephanie is 18 years old, and she's a student at Georgetown University. Betsy is going to be 17 in the first week of February, and she's a student at Craig High School.
Okay. And do you know the Waterman family?
Yes, sir, I do.
How well do you know them?
We run in many of the same social circles in Craig, girls softball, Little League, years ago, Girl Scouts. My wife is a teacher in Craig. Doc Waterman is a member of the school board, see each other at school functions, things like that. Lori and Doc Waterman occasionally would come to our residence when we would have social gatherings.
Okay. And Rachelle Waterman, did you know her?
Yes, sir, I did.
And how well do you know her?
As a participant in athletics that my daughters also participated in the Girl Scouts and the church.
I was just getting ready to say that, Zach. He has crazy eyes. Can you imagine him interrogating you? It's like, are you sure?
He's like, I look
You
into
know
your
you
soul.
did it.
He's like, sleep easy, sleep easy.
That's what you get when you've only talked to Therese for a few years. Wow. Huh. Anyway.
You might have had a moose in there at some point.
Yeah, just got a news alert across my phone that like a crazy amount of people have been mauled by bears in Japan, and one guy was like decapitated. I'm like, what's happening? I don't even know.
It's fine.
I'm like, Alaska, Japan. Who knew?
It's fine. Just keep it over there.
I don't even know why I got that, but okay. Anyway, now you know. I tried to not say Prince. Is it Isle? What is it?
Prince.
Prince. Whatever.
And she would occasionally visit our house. My girls would occasionally visit over there, so as a friend of my children.
Okay. Did you know Jeffrey Waterman?
Yes, sir, I did.
And how did you know him?
My eldest daughter, Stephanie, dated him for a period of time while they were both in high school, and they still see each other socially on occasion.
Okay. Now, prior to the investigation of this case on November 14th, had Ms. Waterman been over to your residence anytime prior to that? I mean, when was the last time she was over there?
Probably within a month or so prior. I would guess within a couple of weeks.
Okay. Now, did you know prior to this case even arising of problems that were occurring between Rachelle Waterman and her mother and parents?
Yes, I knew that there was tension in the family between Lori and Rachelle, mostly concerning Jason Arant.
Okay. And do you know what the problems, what the objections were?
Well, it was what any parent of a teenage daughter would have. She was associating with a 24, 25-year-old man, and that just isn't appropriate.
Okay. Now, did you know Jason Arant?
Yes, I did.
And how'd you know him?
He's the son of a dispatcher that I see every day, and they used to live in Hollis. Hollis is inside my patrol area. I had several contacts with him in Hollis at the school, school visits and things like that, and when he was going to high school, so that I knew of him. I knew him as an acquaintance.
Okay. Now, the Craig Police Department, do you spend much time there?
They serve as our dispatch center for the troopers on the island. They take notes for us. They keep a radio log for us, and they keep a daily log of their activities. I try to go there once a day to read the log, to see what the other officers have been doing, to see what people on the island are up to.
Okay. Are you the only trooper on the island?
No, sir. There's at the time of this incident, there were two of us. Now there are three primary law enforcement troopers and three wildlife enforcement troopers.
Okay. Now, on Sunday, November 14th of 2004, were you contacted about a burnt minivan and a body inside?
Yes.
About what time was it that you were contacted?
Shortly afternoon, about 12:15.
And who contacted you?
The telephone rang, and one of the other troopers in the office picked up the phone. Trooper Lowy picked up the phone and told me that there's a woman on the phone who was saying that there was a van that had been found on a logging road.
Where were you at when the call came in?
In my office.
In the trooper post in
Yes.
Walk? And were you working?
Yes, sir, I was.
Okay, so you usually work Sunday then?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, what was your days off?
Fridays and Saturdays.
Okay. And so you were in uniform then at that point?
Yes, sir, I was.
Okay. So what did you all do then at that point?
I asked Trooper Taylor to follow me because the description seemed like it was bad. So asked him to follow me and potentially assist. We drove to the U.S. Forest Service 3012 road near Thorn Bay and met with the original complainant, Scott McDonald.
Okay. Now, Trooper Lowy, is he a regular trooper or is he a Fish and Wildlife trooper?
He's a wildlife trooper.
Okay. But they also deal with regular law enforcement functions?
On occasion, yes, sir.
Okay. So it wasn't unusual for him to come out and help you?
And you mean Trooper Lowy or
Yeah.
Trooper Taylor?
Or Trooper Taylor, excuse me.
Yes, sir, Trooper Taylor. And it's not unusual for me to ask for assistance in a case like this.
Okay. I'm not sure. Trooper Taylor is a Fish and Wildlife trooper then?
Yes, he is.
Okay. I've got the notes wrong. Now, did you know who you were going to contact when you went out there?
Yes, we were looking for Scott McDonald. I had a description of his truck. He told us the intersection where he was going to meet us. There's many logging roads. The maps aren't very accurate. And so I needed someone to direct me to the scene. And so he agreed to do that.
Did you know who Mr. McDonald was prior to that?
I'd met him. He's a Thorn Bay resident. And again, Thorn Bay's in our patrol district. So I know most people on the island.
Okay. Now, when you and Trooper Taylor went over there, did you go in the same vehicle or separate vehicles?
Separate vehicles.
Okay. So you drove to where Road 3012 was at?
Yes, sir.
About how long do you think it took you to get there?
About 35 minutes to get from our post to the intersection with the main highway.
Okay. And about what time was it you got there?
A little after 1 o'clock
Okay, in the afternoon.
in the afternoon. Yes, sir.
Now, was Mr. McDonald at the intersection there?
Yes, he was.
Okay. Did you talk to him there before you went up?
Briefly, yes, sir, I did.
Without going into what he told you, did he tell you what he had seen?
Yes, sir, he did.
Okay, then what did he do?
He agreed to lead us up to where he had found this car. And so we drove up that road.
Did he go in your vehicle or did he take his own up there?
I followed his truck so he could leave it when he wanted to.
Okay. And did Trooper Taylor follow behind you then?
Yes, he did. And I directed Trooper Taylor there were several other cars coming out of that area. And I directed him to stop them and talk to them.
Okay.
Talk to those people.
And why'd you do that?
Just to identify who had been anywhere near the scene or perhaps identify suspects or anything, just to find out who was there. And
all right, in case you needed to contact him later.
Yes, sir.
So from when you got to the intersection until you got to where the van was at, how long of a distance is that?
It's about 4 miles.
Okay, and what kind of shape is it?
Well, it's an abandoned logging road. So Prince of Wales has thousands of miles of road, and only a few hundred of those are paved, and maybe 100 or so more are easily drivable by a passenger-style car. And the rest are roads that were used for logging or other, well, mostly logging, and have not been maintained or repaired since then. So the main part of the 3012 road is fairly good. It's potholed. It's a lane and a half wide or so, gravel, trees on both sides, kind of overgrown. But you can travel that, probably at 30 miles an hour without tearing your car up too bad. Then the road takes a Y and goes up a mountain, and it switches back up this mountain, and the road is rougher. The rocks are bigger that compose the road. There's more potholes. There's washouts, and the road narrows down to a little bit more than a lane wide.
Okay. Is it very easy for a regular passenger car to get up that road?
No.
Okay. So when you went up the road, did you see anything unusual as you were going up to where the van was at?
We saw pieces of stuff on the road. Looks like car parts.
Okay. You didn't stop at that time to look?
No.
So where did Mr. McDonald take you to?
We drove up the fork of this road until almost the end of the road, and at the end of the road it splits off into a Y, and he took the left side, and then I parked a little bit farther away down the hill so he could back out and get out of there, and then we walked up to the scene.
Okay. Now, when you got up to the scene, what did you see?
There was a burned out car there. It looked like a Chrysler product. It looked like a minivan. It was gray. It was still smoldering, or there was vapor coming off of it. The day was rainy and misty, and between 35 and 40 degrees. So you could see vapor coming from the car from whatever heat was there. I'm not sure whether it was smoke or just the heat coming up, but I could see bluish gray vapor coming from this car. It was about 50 feet down the hill. The hill was a very good slope with fallen timber, logs, stumps, dirt, grass, bushes there.
Did you recognize the van at that time?
No.
Okay. And so what did you do then when you saw the van down there?
I had taken a camera from my car. I started to take pictures. Took pictures as I walked. Found a way down the hill. It was slippery and kind of treacherous. So I was walking on logs and crawling down this hill, and got up to the car. And as I was doing this, I was taking pictures of what the scene looked like before I got there. And then I approached the car.
Okay.
So.
And were there windows still in the car, the van?
No, all the glass was broken out.
So when you got up to close enough to the van, could you see inside?
Yes, I could.
And what'd you see?
I saw what I looked inside and saw what appeared to be a human skull. About in the middle of the van. It was in between the front seats and the back seats, and about in the midline of the car. And then there was a pile of remains there. It was blackened, charred. I could see some bones. I could see some other matter. I couldn't see any clothing. Couldn't see any hair. I couldn't tell whether it was a man, a woman, a child. It appeared to be human. But other than that, I couldn't say anything about it.
Okay. Did you look to see if there was any way to identify the van?
I did, and first I looked for license plates. The license plates weren't there, and underneath where the license plates would be, there were globs of melted aluminum. So the license plate had apparently melted. So I then looked for the...
Oh, forget there. Most cars in Alaska, they have license plates on both the front and the back.
Yes, sir, they do.
So you checked both? Front.
Yes, I did.
Okay, and you found aluminum at both?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then what did you look for?
Then the vehicles are identified by something called the vehicle identification number, and it's posted in in standard places on cars. It's usually a sticker on the door, and then a metal plate on the front dashboard on the driver's side. So I went to look for the metal plate because all the paint and stickers and things had been burned off the car. Went to look for the metal plate, and the area where that's normally attached by rivets was gone. And there was some debris there. I used my finger to poke around a little bit to see it, and I couldn't find it. I recognized that this was frankly beyond my technical skill to analyze a fire like this, that I would need help to do that. So rather than dig further for that, I just took some photographs and called for help.
Okay. And the vehicle identification number is generally known by its initials, the VIN?
The VIN, yes, sir.
Okay. And is the VIN number unique on every vehicle?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay. And with the VIN number, would you have been able to identify who the owner was?
Yes, sir.
And how would you have done that?
I would have... The area where this was, we don't have radio communication or cell phone communication, so I would have driven to a spot where I could have communicated with a dispatcher and run the car through the computer network to find the owner.
Okay. Been through DMV records?
Yes, sir.
Now, so when you couldn't find the VIN number and you figured it was beyond your expertise, what did you do then?
I asked for help. So I drove from the scene. I left Trooper Taylor there to guard the scene. I went to a place where I could get cell phone service, just an alternate face of the mountain, and called my supervisors and requested assistance.
And who were your supervisors?
Captain Ludwig was the supervisor that I was speaking with.
Okay. And without going into what you told him what you had found, though?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what was the decision made at that point?
I requested a fire marshal and a crime scene technician, and he made a decision to ask for investigators as well. So the end result was a team of investigators was sent to the island, a crime scene technician, and a fire marshal.
Okay. And when did they arrive?
Investigator McFerrin, and the crime scene technician, Mr. Bivens, and the fire marshal, John Bond, arrived the next day.
Okay. What did you do between the time that you made the call to Captain Ludwig until they arrived? What did you all do at the scene?
I set up a schedule of people to watch the scene to make sure no one could tamper with it, and left a law enforcement officer there all night long. So I believe I had a U.S. Forest Service law enforcement officer assigned to the island there for a while. Trooper Lowy was there for a while, and Trooper Taylor was there for a while. And I relieved Trooper Taylor at 6 in the morning on Monday morning.
And you stayed there until the investigators arrived?
Yes, sir.
Now, hold on a second. And you said you took some photographs seeing you there?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay, I'll show you some photographs. I'll ask you to first look at the back of them, boom, that order there, I think. And I'll ask you about each of them. The first one, can you pull it up?
Yes.
And look at the back of it. Does it say 78, plaintiff
Yes.
78 on the back?
Yes, sir, it does.
And is that photograph up there?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay. And is this one of the pictures you took when you first got to the scene?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay. And where did you take this from?
The road surface immediately above the burned vehicle.
Okay. There wasn't any smoke still coming up at that time?
I can barely see some, but I think there's a grayish smudge near the red plants right dead center of the frame, but it's difficult to see.
This area you're talking
So, but that's the nature of the smoke that I saw. It was hard to distinguish between other vapors and that, but it was clearly coming from a source.
Okay.
So,
But there wasn't any flames or anything?
No,
like
sir.
that there. Okay. Okay, let me go to the next photo. Take the next photo up.
yes, sir.
On the back of it, does it say plaintiff's exhibit number 79?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you look on the other? Is that the picture up there of 79?
Yes, sir.
And what's this picture of?
This is a picture of the car after I'd walked down closer to it, the driver's side of the car, and shows the paint on the vehicle is gone, no windows. Everything that could be burned on the car was burned. The tire is gone. It's difficult to see with that light, but
Okay. Now, the next photo, I believe it's plaintiff's exhibit.
Rewind just a little bit,
Oh,
like just a smudge. Or a smidge, not a smudge.
I will
Smidge.
try. It's really hard on here because I can't.
I just want to see the car. Does that not look like a devil's face, like spray painted?
I thought there was something. I thought it was something spray painted too, but I think it's just the way the paint burned, I guess.
That's
'Cause there's-
weird.
It is weird. I can't. Can
Yeah,
you smear back 2 clicks?
Sorry.
It's a bear picture.
It's like, you gonna come around these parts, you're gonna find out.
Crazy Japanese bears that are attacking people.
I was gonna tell let's go. I don't know why it kicked it back to 6. YouTube's been weird lately. Like it held a comment earlier that Luca said I didn't see it in time to approve it. But he didn't say anything bad. And then Gabby the other day was trying to type the word banana and it wouldn't let her.
It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I don't know what is going on with it. It's just being dumb.
I know they're updating stuff, and like whenever that happens, it just seems to mess everything up. Kind of like when StreamYard is like, here's an update. It's like, oh, okay, so
Yeah.
we're gonna buffer.
Oh yeah, like I
It's
will
just-
say there's 2 things.
Some people might not get that reference, but I
I don't get it. I don't think I'm old enough to get it. I
Right.
will say there's 2 things that I've I won't say I disagree, but also like the way you do this was wrong. One, you don't just go poking around if you don't touch anything. And I figured, yeah, I don't know who that is. But the other, when he said, well, I didn't know, like male, female, you should have stopped. You are testifying, stop.
Well, he
Don't
said he
make the
didn't know
statement.
at the time.
Male, female, and
Or
then he should have.
child.
He should have stopped at male, female,
you
because a
gotta-
child. But I'm saying like if a child, that's depending on what her skull look like. You can tell the difference between a child skull and an adult skull. I mean, most of the time they're 2 different sizes, unless that baby's got a big ass head.
Maybe it was an older person. I don't know.
I'm just saying from my personal like experience and like with law enforcement and like my personal opinion, it's just me being critical. Like it's really not going to sway anything. It's just me being critical.
But one thing you got to keep in mind of why he may have kind of poked around, there's only a couple of them on this island. So what do? I would think you would have to look to see like, what am I looking at here? Is there emergency? Do I need to get some more help here? Do I need to go find somebody? You know, there's things he had to assess, and that just having a few of them there makes that even harder. That you can't just call for backup and have 20 people.
So I'm wondering, I agree. I'm wondering if did they roll the windows down, or did it get so hot that it blew the windows out?
In the opening statements, I thought they said that they put the hatch up, which it's not, and that they rolled all the windows down. But
Those
that
opening
hatch is not
statements
up in the picture.
No. But like, I don't know. I don't own one of those vans, but I don't think. I mean, maybe they rolled the other windows down, and then the back ones blew out. This case is going to give me a brain aneurysm.
Well, I hope not. Yeah.
Oh, also, Luca, how are you going to go on sick leave when this is my last day streaming for a little bit? Rude. I hope
You
you feel
might be
better.
able to be on tomorrow. You're not working all night.
I have no idea.
We'll see tomorrow.
You're counting on it, I can tell.
I ain't counting on nothing.
You will be here.
I'll be here. What?
Yeah, I start at the sheriff's office tomorrow because I switched from federal back down to local, and I start tomorrow. So we'll see what my schedule is because I have no idea.
Look, faints. All right. Play. Wake up, Luca.
Do you need CPR?
It shows the paint on the vehicle is gone. No windows. Everything that could be burned on the car was burned. The tire is gone. It's difficult to see with that light, but
Okay. Now the next photo, I believe it's plaintiff's exhibit 80.
yes, sir.
And
This
is that the photo there?
yes, sir. It is.
Okay. And what's this?
This is a picture from the road surface, looking towards the passenger side of the car, the rear passenger side of the car. You can see
In the middle of the center is where the car is, the van.
yes, sir. And you can see the access road across the valley there.
The upper right portion of the picture?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is that the road that you came up to get up to it?
Yes, sir. It is.
Okay. Now the next one is plaintiff's exhibit number 81.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what's this a picture of?
This is a picture of the driver's side of the car again, showing the hillside. I had to walk down to there and then walk along that log that you can see to get close to the vehicle.
Okay. This log doesn't go all touch the vehicle, does it?
No, it does not.
Okay. And above the vehicle right here, do you know whether that's smoke or just mist?
I can't say. I know that there was what appeared to be smoke or vapor rising from the car while I was there, and I think you can see that in that picture.
Okay. And again, this was about 1:30,
Between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Yes.
Okay. And now the next one is plaintiff's exhibit 82.
Yes, sir.
Can you identify what this is?
That's a picture from the rear window of the driver's side of the car looking into the car. You can see a human skull about in the middle of the car, some burned debris, a long bone.
Okay, was that circle, is that where the human remains were?
Yes, sir. You can see a long bone towards the front of the car. But other than that, it's hard to tell how big that person was. It's hard to tell. There's no clothing. There's no hair. Nothing.
Now this area here, you know what these are?
Those are the frames for the front seats of the van.
And this area down here?
That would be the frame for the rear seat of the van.
Okay. Is it rear or the middle seat?
The middle passenger seat.
Okay, so it was on the floor between the two?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now, Plaintiff's Exhibit 87, can you identify that?
Yes, sir.
And what is this?
This is a diagram superimposed over an aerial photo of the scene.
Do you recognize the photo?
I've seen it because you showed it to me.
Okay, but do you recognize the area?
Yes, I do, and that's my patrol car parked in the turnout on that one side. The door's open. I'm probably standing right next to the door.
Were you present when this was made?
Yes.
Okay, but you weren't in the plane when it was made?
No, I was talking to them on the radio, or attempting to. So I was looking out and talking to them on the radio.
These were the investigators?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I'm going to ask you a few things about this scene. Now, what's that, where that arrow is located?
That's my patrol car.
Okay. Looks like there's a door open?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you think you were standing in that area when they were flying over?
I was in the front seat or standing outside using the radio trying to communicate with them.
Tell them where you were at.
Yes, sir.
And what is that?
That's the burned out van. It's been colored so you can see it on the diagram.
Okay. Now, it's off the road then?
Yes,
a little bit
sir.
of a distance. Okay, down the slope of the hill. Now, are you able to get up to this area, drive up to these areas here?
No, you can see some vegetation that crosses the road on the upper fork of the Y.
Yeah, here.
Yes, sir. And that's what it's called on Prince of Wales, a water bar. And what the Forest Service does to limit access to certain parts of the road system, they put a culvert in when they built the road, and then they take the culvert out, and there's a big ditch where a culvert used to be, and there's mounds of gravel on either side of that, and so that's impassable by car.
Okay.
You can walk across it, maybe a motorcycle or something, but you can't drive a car across it.
Even a four-wheel drive. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And there's another one on the second one on the lower part. So basically that is as far as you can drive on that road.
Is where the van is at?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This time I'm going to admit Exhibits 78 through 82, I'm not going to 87.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Exhibits 78 through 82 are admitted. And what that means, ladies and gentlemen, is that all exhibits that are admitted will also be available to you in the jury room during your deliberations.
There'd been a report that Lori Waterman was missing.
Did she say who had reported it?
Doc Waterman.
Okay. Did you do anything in response to the call from the dispatcher?
Yes, and troopers in the state of Alaska are responsible for search and rescue and ground-based searches. So I immediately called him to talk about Lori being missing.
Okay. And he told you about her being missing?
Yes, we spoke for about 5 or 7 minutes on the phone, and I learned that the car was missing. I learned that Lori was missing, that this was unusual behavior, those kinds of things.
Did you know what kind of vehicle she drove?
Yes, sir, I did.
And what was it?
It's a purple minivan, a Chrysler or a Plymouth minivan.
Okay. At that time, did you put in the minivan you had found at the scene, and with this report, did you?
Oh, absolutely, yes, sir.
Okay. Did you tell Doc Waterman about it?
No, I did not.
Okay. Did you do anything else that night about the report or the van or anything like that?
I notified my supervisor that Lori had been missing, that her van had been missing, and that these two events appeared to be connected. We were already taking the investigative steps that we could have taken that day. The scene was secured and things like that. I didn't tell Mr. Waterman so I could help preserve the scene that day. We didn't need anyone else going up there.
Okay.
And he would have been stopped from going up there by the trooper that was there.
Okay. I forgot to ask you about this, but that last photo we show the overhead one of the scene. Where on that scene was the trooper staying at over the night and so?
And right where my car was.
Okay.
And I strung a piece of barricade tape across the road, 50 feet or so to the north of where my car was, and you can see the yellow line on there if you look very closely.
Okay. Now, you said you got to the site again about 6 o'clock in the morning?
I did.
Okay. And about what time was it that the investigators first, or at least flew by?
My recollection is between 9:30 and 10.
Okay. And then how long did they spend in the area flying over?
Not very long, 10 minutes maybe. It's a very remote area. It's hard to describe exactly where it is. A lot of the valleys and things look the same. So the pilot had a hard time putting himself on our location. In fact, I shot up a aerial flare so they could see the flare where I was. So it took them a while to find it, and then they overflew for just several minutes.
Okay. And then did they come up to the scene, or how did they get up there?
I met them. They got a ride from the Thorn Bay VPSO to the head of the road.
Okay. What's a VPSO?
A village public safety officer.
Okay. And this person was stationed in Thorn Bay?
Yes, sir.
And so this person provided them a ride up to where you were?
Yes, and I met with them. We transferred them and their gear into our vehicle, my vehicle, and then we went back up to the scene.
Okay. And so you met them at the main highway where it meets 3012 road?
Actually, at the fork of the 3012 road where it went up towards the scene, so not quite to the main highway. So I could still ensure that no one went up that road.
Okay. Now, who did you meet there?
It was the fire marshal, John Bond, Dale Bivens, the crime scene technician, and Sergeant McFerrin.
Okay. And you transported him up to, I guess, the location we saw on the photo?
Yes, sir.
The vehicle was parked. Okay. And did you do anything with them up there, or did you just stand by, or what?
Primarily, I just assisted by carrying things. I assisted them moving the body, moved my vehicle a couple of times so we could get cell phone communication with other people, things like that. But I didn't interfere or actively investigate.
Okay, so you just sort of stood around and did what they asked you to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, when the body was removed, it was placed in a body bag?
Yes, sir.
And who transported the body?
I believe that was the Fish and Wildlife Trooper Taylor.
Okay. Did you make arrangements for the van itself?
Yes, sir, I did.
What arrangements did you make?
To have a local towing company tow it to the Department of Transportation garage in Klawock, and they agreed to let us borrow some of their covered garage space for a further investigation of the van.
And you made those arrangements?
Yes, sir.
Now, when the tow truck came out, did you have any problems with where the van was at?
Well, the van was almost completely destroyed. The terrain is horribly rough. There's large rocks, there's logs, there's things like that. As he's pulling the van from the site, pieces and parts fell off of the van. The things like the engine mounts had been consumed by the fire. So those were the difficulties that we experienced there.
Okay. But they were able to get the van pulled up onto the...
Yes.
Okay. Since the tires were burned off, how did...
He used a dolly, which is small wheels that kind of put together in a kit underneath the car and allow him to wheel the car down the road. So he lifted one end and put the dolly under the other end and wheeled it down the road.
Okay. Now, you testified when you first went up to the scene the day before, you saw some like car parts on the road.
Yes.
Was anything done with those before the van went?
We did seize a large plastic piece about the width of a car. It looked to be the front air dam from a passenger style vehicle.
Okay. And then the vehicle was towed to where?
To the Klawock Department of Transportation garage.
Okay. Do you know about what time it was that the van was finally removed from the scene?
It was that afternoon, but no, I don't know the exact time.
Okay. Now, after the van was removed, what function did you have there then?
that was the last part of that particular scene investigation. So we left from there.
Before you go,
Sir.
something I forgot to ask you about.
Mr. West,
Yes, ma'am.
do you think we could put a cover over the projector light or turn it off?
Yeah.
I have a note that it's distracting.
While you were at the scene before the van was towed away, were you able to locate anything that identified who's the van?
I believe Sergeant McFerrin did, and we were able to communicate with dispatch with the complete VIN number.
Okay. So Sergeant McFerrin found the VIN number.
Yes, sir.
When he found it, did you do anything with the VIN number?
I took the number and called it into our dispatch center.
And what did they confirm?
They confirmed that it was Doc and Lori Waterman's van.
Do you remember about what time this was?
It was in right around 1 o'clock, between 1 and 1:30.
Okay. And that the VIN was found?
Yes, and that I called into dispatch.
Okay. After you identified the van, did you contact anybody?
I talked with my supervisor. I talked, Captain Ludwig, and then I called Chief Jim C. of the Craig Police Department and asked him to tell Doc that it was the van that had been found.
Yeah. Where were you at when you made the call? Since you said you couldn't call.
On that, we saw in the photo that other road, that road faces a cell tower. So if I went around the corner and sat on that road in my car, I could get cell coverage.
And so you asked Chief C to notify Doc Waterman?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Now, the Waterman residence, after the vehicle was towed away and stuff, you finished the scene investigation there?
Yes, sir.
And then what happened?
We went back into Cloac, we meaning the Sergeant McFerrin and the other investigators. And that evening, we wanted to make personal contact with Doc Waterman and Rachelle Waterman.
Okay.
About what we had found so that they could ask any questions. Or
do you remember about what time it was you got there?
It was a little bit after 5 in the evening.
Okay. And did you do anything at the residence yourself that night? Not the other investigators, but yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. At the
Waterman residence.
They were beginning to conduct a search. Trooper McFerrin and I spoke with both Doc Waterman and Rachelle Waterman at the Pierce's residence next door.
Okay. Oh, so you went to the Pierce's residence?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you yourself go to the Waterman residence that night?
I did, and I went in to confirm about what investigatory assignments wanted to be, or that Sergeant McFerrin wanted us to do. At that point, I'd been working on this for 30 some odd hours, and so I didn't do anything further that evening. I stepped inside the door, saw what they were doing, and then took a break until the next day.
Okay. What did you do on the case the next day?
The next day was the Sergeant McFerrin and the had applied for search warrants for the house and the car. I assisted generally with transporting people back and forth to the various locations, the garage at the Cloac DOT, and picking people up at the airport, things like that.
Okay. Other investigators coming in?
Yes.
Did you do anything at the Waterman residence that day?
Yes, I assisted with part of the search later in the afternoon that day.
And what was your role?
I was told that they had already searched the residence, and my role was to go through 2 specific rooms to see if there was anything that had been overlooked in the initial search by other officers.
And what rooms were those?
The first one.
I gotta take a break from that buzzing for just a second. Plus, I pulled up Let's Go Super Chat, but I forgot to thank him. So thank you, Brandon. And Prince of Wales, thank you for the not child support.
It's like someone forgot to play their guitar but plugged it in.
I know. I was like staring at you, Carmen. I was just waiting.
Sorry.
Laughing, and then I looked at AJ, and when she was laughing, I was laughing. I was like, "Pay attention!"
Sorry, I was reading something. Because
Gabby,
Bryce's comment made me think of Cops, filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement.
Bad boy, bad boys.
Gabby, if this guy's a werewolf, he has to be like, he has to have a Play-Doh head because he doesn't have enough hair on his head to be a werewolf.
It's just like his head is like a Mr. Potato.
It would just have
He
to
looks
start
potato
coming out
head.
like the Play-Doh.
Yeah,
He looks like he had like a bad Botox job.
but like
With his eyebrows.
one of the holes in his mustache is like messed up, so that's why one is shorter than the other, because the Play-Doh couldn't come all the way through.
That's what she said.
No, Brian, the answer is no.
Gosh, Gabby.
Lucas said.
Oh,
Isn't that Graves' disease, Luca? Isn't that makes your eyes kind of bulge out of your
No, absolutely
head?
not.
That's not that one. What's that one?
No, I was talking.
Cocaine.
I went back and read
No.
Bry's message to me, and I said, no, absolutely not.
Oh, I was like, sorry, I
Sorry.
must have misread
That's
those
okay.
commercials I've seen 6,000 times. What's up, Sharon?
What were you saying? What is it?
Graves' disease. Doesn't that make your eyes kind of like
Lucas said yes, it is.
Uh,
out of your head? What a pleasant chat this evening. Ah, no breaking bones.
Wow.
Breathe and no
wow.
I'm gonna
whatever.
text,
No
I'm gonna text her right now.
Wow.
So you're talking crap.
I'm not even reading that because I don't know that one.
Wow. She's gonna come in here and be like, beep you, Prince of Wales.
Zach is talking crap. Go get him, Tiger.
Cry. No, we're not. I
Oh.
don't know. He just has crazy eyes. That's all. His
Carmen,
elastic
also
eyes.
tell Bree that he's pretending to be a prince
Oh, well, no
in
wonder I
chat
don't
as
know
well.
what that word is.
Also, Zach is pretending to be a prince. I know where I got my gayness from.
And
Mystery
send.
solved. Oh, and also, I was wrong. It's not the second chair guy questioning him. It's first chair guy. Something
Who's
happened to
first chair
him.
guy?
The
guy with
guy's
the
been
V?
asking the horrible questions.
Oh.
He's asking, he's like, we can hear him. He's not mumbling. He's not trailing off. I put into a private chat that he must have did something.
Oh, that's why.
I
I
think
didn't see
the attorney and the person on the witness stand, they probably did a little bump right
I
before they
think-
got up there.
I don't know. I didn't see him jittering his jaw back and forth, but I'll pay attention now. Maybe that's why he cut his dash off a little cute.
Because I do that. I just do that off a habit.
But yeah, that's not who I thought it was asking questions. So hats off to you, attorney, for getting it together.
He's looking at you right now like, are you serious?
Yes.
What did you
I
say?
mean, his eyebrows pretty raised. Maybe he's smelling what the Rock is cooking.
Yeah.
He asked his wife, will you marry me? And gave her a crazy eye. She's like, yes.
She's like, do I have a choice?
Yeah. He's like, no, you do not.
I'd run away, but
I
run on
can't.
the island of Wales.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run in a circle.
I'm on the
Catch
island
me
of Zach.
Catch me if you can. Yeah, exactly. Zach, like they do. That's why I said he looks like he had a bad dose of Botox.
He should have been here for
Yeah.
the twitchy guy, though. That guy was ridiculous.
That guy.
That guy did a bump. Probably more than one.
He just goes into the evidence locker. And
They just put a tag on him and just enter
Yeah.
himself into the evidence locker.
Then he pulls up Peter Griffin. I'm so effing ready.
Oh, good.
Okay, and play.
Derailed.
Derailed. Good job, Zach. Thank you. I hope Bree shows up soon. But she may not. The end.
Was Rachelle's bedroom, and the other one was the Lori Waterman's and Doc Waterman's bedroom in the 3rd floor.
And when you searched Rachelle's bedroom, what did you find?
Well, it looked like a teenager's bedroom. You know, there were clothing around on the floor. There were photos of high school children on the walls. There were awards and things. There were several written documents. I was looking for documents in particular. The computer CPU unit, the main part of the computer was gone, and I assume that had been removed by someone else earlier. There's books, a backpack, things like that. I went through the books looking for notes and things, and I did find several notes talking about Rachelle's relationships with other people, and I found Laura Taylor was one that I can remember, and I'd have to refer to my report for the other 2 or 3.
Sure.
But they seemed like high school acquaintances of Rachelle's.
Why don't you look at your report?
What's that?
Why don't you look at your report?
Yes, sir. The only other name I have is Kelly Carlson.
Okay. Did you know who Kelly Carlson was?
Yes.
And do you have any type of a relationship with Ms. Waterman?
Apparently, he had been dating Ms. Waterman earlier.
Did you see a letter from Jason Arendt?
Yes, I did.
And what was it about?
The essence of it was that he was asking Rachelle to continue with their relationship, despite the fact that Rachelle had broken it off earlier.
Okay. And did you seize any of those letters of Mr. Arendt's, Ms. Taylor, or Mr. Carlson's?
No, I did not.
Okay, and why not?
The search warrant was, I didn't think it fell within the bounds of the search warrant. I couldn't see any connection between that and the murder plot directly. At this point in the investigation, we hadn't conducted the interviews that we did the next day and the day after that gave us a lot more information about that.
At this time, though, did you suspect Mr. Arendt might have been involved?
Yes, sir, I did.
And when did you come to that suspicion?
Very early on in the investigation, when I was, after I had found out that it was, after Doc had called me and told me that Lori was missing, I started going through the logical progression of suspects, who might have done this, and Mr. Arendt, Mr. Riddell, and Ms. Waterman were on that list of people that I thought might do it.
Okay, and why did you think of Mr. Riddell?
I knew that Rachelle and Jason had a dating relationship. I knew that Lori didn't like that. I knew there was tension between those two people. I didn't know to what degree. And I knew that Jason and Brian Riddell were very close friends, and it was very rare to see one without the other. Walking around town, if I saw one, I saw the other one somewhere close by. So I knew they were close associates. The place where we found this vehicle was in the same general neighborhood as Riddell's childhood home. Just a few miles away from there, and a common hunting area for people who live in that area. So I believed that Mr. Riddell would have to know about this area.
Okay. And Mr. Riddell grew up in what area?
In the south side of Thorn Bay.
Okay. Now, even though you had these suspicions, you didn't seize the letter?
Correct.
Okay, and why is that?
Once again, I didn't see that it directly pertained to the murder plot.
Okay. Now, what are the other room you searched?
The upstairs bedroom.
Okay. And you were again looking for what?
I was looking primarily at documents and looking at all different pieces of paper, looking through books for notes for things that might establish some kind of evidence that way.
Okay. And did you find anything?
No, the room had been thoroughly searched before, and I didn't see anything else that.
Okay. So when you searched on the 16th, you just left everything there that you looked at?
Yes, I didn't seize any items.
Okay. Now, sometime after that, did you get information that Mr. Riddell's appearance had changed?
Yes, I did.
And how was he before this? What was his appearance like before this?
Well, Mr. Riddell is a very distinctive man. He's huge. He's large across the chest and shoulders. He's strong. He's tall, and goes close to 300 pounds. He had a distinctive, bushy, kind of unkempt, reddish brown hair and goatee or beard, and he was a sight to see walking down the street in Craig.
Okay. Then after
By huge, he means he's what I've seen. He's 6'6", so he's a big boy. And we will see him.
That's what she said.
Aha.
Well, the defendant has said that at least a time or two.
Took a real close look at him, right? Well, like Gabby. Anyway, we will hear from both of those men, for lack of a better word.
Lumberjacks.
I just don't like the fact that they like to date young girls. That's gross. With a fluffy bush. We will hear from both of them. Also, Frank, thank you for the super chat.
You're just going to call him Hank? Frank.
Frank. Well, I'm used to saying Hank and not. I don't ever yell at Frank, but I would yell at Hank.
Hank's her dog. Just so you guys don't know.
I was just going to let him keep guessing.
Then you know.
Hank might just be some weirdo that lives by me. I just yell at him every day.
He lives in the cornfield.
That's right.
He's the one who's over there they hired to pat down the corn.
He makes the crop circles.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. And we do have some.
She takes care of all the corn sweat.
Yes. And
Hanky Frankie. Hanky Frankie. That's hilarious. The catcher in the rye.
I just yell at Hank every morning out my door. What the corn?
What the corn are you doing?
And then I'm like, corn queen has spoken, and we carry.
And Hank's face is just like this guy's. Oh shit.
He's like Googling.
Why should keep yelling that at me? Googling.
Angry woman Googling.
Ew, what's up?
What is up? Stu. Hey, Stu.
You have music blasting, but you want to say hi. Hey, say hi to the guy on the stand. He's saying hi to you.
He's looking through your soul too.
He's forcing you to say hi. He's forcing you to say hi back to him.
He's like, you will say hi to me, and you will do it right now.
Get in the pit. Oh, she's like, I can't hear you, so we just keep talking to her.
She's like, ain't no holla back, girl. That's all she said.
Ain't no holla back, girl. B is for bananas. BANANANS.
Well, don't type it because that will be censored.
Yeah, it will.
Those dank bananas.
I'm gonna try it right now.
All right, well, you go ahead.
I'm gonna block it. Just to piss you off. I'm gonna block it.
I'm hitting play. You two fight it out in the corner.
This after that Sunday, did you see him after that?
I was shown a picture by that was taken by I believe Trooper Blajeski, and he said, "Look at this. He shaved off all his hair," and and his beard was gone in the photo, his hair was gone in the photo, and that was very unusual. He went from having a distinctive bushy head of hair to having no hair at all.
Okay. And that aroused suspicion in your mind?
Yes, it did.
Okay. And do you remember when it was that Trooper Billy showed you that photo?
I believe it was the Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning. Okay. Now, that Wednesday morning, or excuse me, that same Wednesday, did you go to the co-op school?
Yes, sir, I did.
Before we go there, did Mr. Arndt work? Jason, or excuse me, yeah, Jason Arndt, did he work?
Jason was a janitor at the clock school. He worked in the afternoons and evenings.
Okay. And so I guess about 5:30 on that Wednesday, November 17th, you got a call from the clock school?
I got a call from the Craig Police Department.
Okay. And they gotten a call?
Yes, sir.
And what was the call about?
The phrase I think the dispatcher used was there's a man holding everyone inside the building.
Okay. So who went there?
Sergeant McFerrin and I.
Where were you at when the call came in?
At the clock post, or the trooper office.
Only a few blocks away?
Yes, sir.
So what did the two of you do?
We went directly to the school office to try to find out what was going on. Jason was in the school office. He was trembling, crying, and then he told us a story.
Okay. Did you see anything, any injuries on him?
We ran to him and did not see any visible injuries. We asked him if he was injured, and he pointed out a small scratch on his throat.
Okay. Didn't it go from, I guess, one side to the other?
Not completely across. It wasn't a very distinct scratch.
Okay.
So.
And did you talk to him about what had happened?
Yes, we did.
And what did he tell you happened?
He said that he was taking the garbage out, and the dumpsters are in the back of the building. It's dark there. There's a parking lot there. He walked with the garbage into the dark area. He was wearing headphones, listening to music, and a large man grabbed him from behind, put a knife to his throat, a serrated knife, rubbed the knife on his throat, and that he and said that he should leave Rachelle alone, or an accident would happen.
Okay. And what'd you all do then in response to it?
We interviewed him for a little while, tried to find out the details of what he was telling us. I went outside. I talked to a couple of people, the principal of the school and a basketball fan who's a local electrician. And apparently they were having a problem with the scoreboard, and he had been in that parking lot as he went to get some tools to fix the scoreboard. It essentially minutes away from the time that this allegedly had happened, probably at the same time, and he didn't see anything. He was concerned by the story, so he grabbed a rifle out of his truck and searched the area, and he didn't see anything, including a nearby residence. The principal said he was standing on the porch and had a view of the area and didn't see anything. We looked for footprints, we looked for other signs that an altercation had occurred. We walked with Mr. Arndt through his reenactment of what happened, and we could see no evidence at all that this had happened.
Okay. Now, by this time, he had already been, other troopers had talked to him about as a possible suspect about this?
Yes.
Okay. Did you and Sergeant McFerrin talk about this incident?
Yes, we did.
At that time?
Yes.
And what was your conclusion at that point?
That this was a stress-related way for him to try to deflect some suspicion off himself, that the assault didn't happen, that he was making this story up to create a third person.
Okay. Did he describe who the person was? Did he give a physical description?
He gave a physical description that of a very large man dressed in black clothing with who was muscular, who could hold him, and Mr. Arant is not a small man, and the description matched that of Brian Riddell.
Did you ask him about Mr. Riddell?
I don't recall whether we did at that time or not.
Okay. Wait, want to check your notes to see?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
I don't have that part in my notes.
Have that.
Now,
You barely
that same
even looked.
day, the 17th, were you involved with an interview of Ms. Waterman?
Yes, we went from the Clock School to the Craig Police Department, and actually I went home and changed and met Randy, Sergeant McFerrin, back at the Craig Police Department while he went to the Waterman residence and came back. We talked with Rachelle for several hours that day.
Okay. So you didn't go up to the residence with Sergeant McFerrin, you met them at the police?
No, I went home and changed out of my uniform into civilian clothes.
Okay.
Change into
Now,
a scuba
why is it that you were involved in this interview?
Because I had a good knowledge of the people that were involved.
Okay. And do you remember how long the interview was?
Approximately 2 hours.
Okay. And where was it conducted at?
In the interview room at the Craig Police Department.
Okay. And was it recorded?
Shenny, I don't know who's buying, selling what. Just this guy's just very serious. Sometimes. Did you notice that he said when they reported her missing that he immediately jumped to who he would suspect in her disappearance, and not that maybe she's just missing? Like,
Yeah.
that
Well,
bothered me.
Yeah. I thought
I mean,
that
he
was
did
kinda
look
weird.
at that real quick. He was like, "Yeah, looks good. Looks great."
He's like, hold on, let me put my finger in that real quick. Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
asked,
That's the place. Yeah, that's it.
Yep. That ash is kind of weird. Couldn't. Oh, nope.
No, yeah, still don't know.
And then he was probably like, yeah, that's that doesn't work.
Due by northeast, west, south.
The they is the Prince of Wales, Bree, aka Zach.
Oh, Sue wouldn't let me put this in earlier because YouTube's stupid.
I would
I tried
never
to
say
put-
that.
I tried to put one thing in. Oh, I said we'll accept Zach on the short bus. He can come home with us as long as he doesn't bite. And YouTube said you can't say that.
No.
I would never say that.
That's how I just imagined that came off. She's gonna get you.
How do you spell that wrong?
Shenny said she thought Zach got the front seat. Wow.
Okay, dead.
I was going to say coming in hard, but that is the wrong reply to that. So,
No,
It's
not.
just
it's,
really getting in there.
yep, I should have said hot, not hard.
Oh boy.
Coming in all
Yeah.
hot and heavy.
Oh, and this guy.
He's like,
What'd you say?
He's like Popeye the Sailor Man.
He's like, can I put my finger there? Oh, yes.
There's 2 eye sockets.
Yeah.
And look at
Get
this
your-
drawing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just take the stick out and just draw on it in the ash. She's like, so I think that the perimeter should be set here. Sir, you are digging in somebody's ashes. Please stop.
Well, so how do you think I drew the perimeter?
Yeah.
Also, after I got over the initial shock of the drawing, I thought of ET as well.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, is that ET's finger? Phone home.
What'd you say?
What?
What'd Gabby say?
Says it.
You saw it?
Oh gosh. Stop it.
Good.
Yes, sir, it was. It was recorded on digital audio by myself and Sergeant McFerrin, and it was also videotaped.
Okay. And can you give a description of what the room looked like?
The room's a rectangular room. There's a door.
Why don't I take this thing up here and you can.
Yes, sir.
Just a diagram.
Okay.
More drawings.
This is the main hallway to the Craig Police Department. The front door of the police department is over here. The dispatch center and the jail are over on this end of the hallway. This is one of
This is a
three
sketch of our
doors
water
along the
tower.
hallway. There's an office here and there's a storage space over on this side. Across from here is the Craig Department Motor Vehicle. So all this is public space in here. There's a window here that has shades on it. There's a table in the room that sits something like that. And, obviously I'm not drawing this to scale at all. So
Is it crooked like that on the side or just straight?
it's straight, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's just my skills again. There's a chair here, and a chair here, and a chair here. The video camera is in this corner. There's a blackboard on this side.
Camera, what kind of camera is it right there?
It's a small closed circuit camera that's mounted up in the corner of the, basically like one of these track lights that are here. It's just coming down from the ceiling. It's about that big.
It's up in the corner.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And which directions is it look towards?
Towards the table.
And you said there's also a microphone for, a tape recording device.
I placed my tape recorder on the table. Sergeant McFerrin had his tape recorder on the table. The sound is recorded from a microphone that's attached to the wall right above the table. There's a clock above that table as well.
And where was Ms. Waterman seated?
You just
Ms.
drew a
Waterman was seated right here.
VHS
And where was Sergeant McFerrin seated? So she was seated at the end of the table closest to the wall, where the window and door.
Right.
Okay, where was Sergeant McFerrin seated?
I don't remember. He and I were seated here and here. I think I was seated closer to Ms. Waterman, and I believe Sergeant McFerrin was here, and I would have to look at the video again to make sure. But I usually sit in this chair and can talk to her that way.
Okay, so the two of you are sitting at the table,
Yes, sir.
alongside the table.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think that's all the questions I have. With this charging, but good.
Thank you.
Can I get this an exhibit sticker and I can mark? At this time, I'll move to admit plaintiff's exhibits 303.
No, Your Honor. Exhibit 303 is admitted.
Try to tear it off now. Get this out of the way.
You completed your direct, Mr. West?
What was that?
Did you say you'd completed your direct examination?
No, ma'am.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just completed with him being at the
Oh,
board there.
oh, I see. Go ahead.
All right. Now, I'm going to play the tape when Sergeant McFerrin testifies, so I won't ask you any more questions about the interview there.
Yes, sir.
Or I'll ask you a few questions about it, but I won't play that at this time. During the interview, did anything that Ms. Waterman say to you arouse some strong suspicions in your mind?
Yes, sir.
And what was that?
She attempted to provide an alibi for Jason Rand's whereabouts at the time of the murder.
Okay. By this time, other troopers had talked with Mr. Riddell and Mr. Aaron, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you knew where they said they were at Saturday night, Sunday morning,
Yes, I did.
but they hadn't confessed about killing.
No, sir.
Okay. And did you confront Ms. Waterman about the information that you had?
Yes.
Okay. And what was her response?
She cried. She said that she doubted Jason would do it. She said that she never said she wanted her mother gone. She said that Brian had the worst temper.
I mean, as to the alibi itself, we're calling him. What'd she say about that?
She said that he couldn't have done it.
But I mean, did she admit that she hadn't called him?
She said later, that she didn't call him Saturday, and she said that because she was scared.
Okay. So at that point, that you said it raised a strong suspicion in your mind at that point.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, I forgot to ask you, but on Monday evening when you went up to the residence, did you talk with Ms. Waterman at that time?
Yes, we did.
Was it very long?
It was about 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay. And that was also recorded?
Yes, it was.
Okay. And who talked with her?
Sergeant McFerrin and I.
Okay. So this was the second time two of you talked with her?
Yes, sir. The Wednesday interview was the second interview.
Okay. And the first one on Monday, that also was recorded?
Yes, sir, it was.
Okay. I'll play that during Sergeant McFerrin's testimony, so I won't go into any detail on it. Now, on November 18th, were you present during the interview with Jason Arendt on November 18th?
Yes, it was.
Now, I won't go into much detail at this time, but initially he denied having involvement in Ms. Waterman's death or having any knowledge. Is that right?
Yes.
But then, partway through the interview, he gave you some information about that he did know who had killed her.
Yes, he did.
And who did he say had killed her?
Brian Riddell.
All right. During the interview, did he agree to help the police at that point?
Yes, he did.
And in what way was he going to help the police?
We applied for a search warrant to record conversations between Jason and Brian. And he agreed to do a face-to-face contact with Brian in Hollis.
Okay. During this interview that you did with him, when he stated that Mr. Riddell had done the killing, did he talk about his involvement at that time?
Yes, he did.
And at that time, what did he say his involvement had been?
He said that he was directed by Mr. Riddell to wait for him near the intersection of the Thorn Bay Road and the 3012 Road for an unknown purpose. And he did because he would do anything for Mr. Riddell and vice versa. So he waited there, and he was shocked when he saw that it was Lori's car and there was a body in there.
Okay. Did you say who the body was?
Yes, he knew who it was. He knew it was Lori Waterman.
Okay. So that's the first inkling. He said that he knew what was happening
Yes.
when he drove up there and Mr. Riddell was
Right.
there in the Waterman van. Okay. Did he say what they did at that point?
That they destroyed the van by driving it up the road and burning the van at the end of the road.
Okay. So at that time, he didn't admit to any involvement in the killing, just the destruction of the van.
That's correct.
Okay. And then it was after that he agreed to wear a wire and talk to Mr. Riddell.
Yes.
Okay. Did you help on that?
Yes, I did.
And what was your role on that?
Investigator Gilmore and I were stationed in a vehicle close. Mr. Riddell was supposed to be at Mr. Edwards' house in Hollis. We stayed at the intersection of the main road and the road that Mr. Edwards' house is on, and we're watching just for general security there.
Okay. Now, so you weren't involved in actually listening to what the recordings were or anything like that?
No, I did hear a recorded version of it later.
Okay. In the recorded version you heard later, a lot of it you can't hear much on, is that right?
That's correct.
But parts of it you could hear Mr. Riddell basically admitting to killing Lori,
Yes.
and it was obvious that Mr. Aran had more involvement than what he was telling you.
Yes.
After you got that recording and stuff, did you all get a warrant for Mr. Riddell's arrest?
Yes, we did.
And did you execute it that night?
Yes, we telephoned Mr. Riddell at his mother's residence in Thorn Bay, and we asked him to meet us at the Thorn Bay VPSO office in Thorn Bay. He drove to the office. Investigator McFerrin, Investigator Sims, and I interviewed Brian Riddell at the VPSO office. He confessed to murdering Lori Waterman.
Okay, initially he denied it, right?
Very briefly.
Okay, until you confronted him with what you had on there.
Yes, sir.
And then he confessed.
He did.
All right. Now, all this occurred on Thursday. Your interview with Mr. Aron, the glass warrant, and then the arrest of Mr. Riddell was Thursday the 19th or 18th.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So did you talk to him very long, Mr. Riddell, that night at the VPSO office?
It was less than an hour, I believe.
Okay. And then what happened after that?
We served the arrest warrant. We arrested him, and he was transported to the Craig jail where he was booked in.
And do you know who transported him?
Craig police officers, I believe it was Sergeant Habib and Terry Bridge.
Okay. Now, the next day, Friday the 19th, were you involved in any interviews that day?
Yes, sir.
And which ones were you involved with?
I applied for an arrest warrant based on the information we had so far for the arrest of Jason. We got the arrest warrant. Sergeant McFerrin and I went to Jason's house and spoke with him at his house in his bedroom for, again, probably less than an hour, and talked to Jason there.
At that time, did he admit to having more involvement in the?
Yes, he at that point he admitted to knowing that Lori Waterman was going to be dead when he met up with Brian at the intersection of the 3012 road and the Thorn Bay Road.
Okay. And you took him back to the police department?
Then we arrested him on the arrest warrant and transported him back and booked him into the police department.
Okay. What'd you do after that?
We interviewed Brian Riddell.
Okay. And how long was that interview for?
We were, I don't know exactly, again, less than an hour. We talked to him briefly. We were interrupted during that interview by Sergeant Habib saying that it was important that we speak with Jason.
Okay. And did you talk to Mr. Arand again?
We did.
And at that time, did he give you more information about what had happened and who was involved?
Yes, he did.
Okay. And at this time, did he give information implicating Ms. Waterman?
Yes, he did.
Okay. And then would you refinish the interview with Mr. Riddell?
What I did was prepare to go on a road trip with Jason. Jason agreed to take me on a tour of the island to show me exactly where Lori Waterman was murdered, to show me where they had disposed of the evidence.
And so he agreed to show you the
Yes.
various sites? Okay.
And so I drove about 4.5 hours. We stopped at various locations, the place where he met with Riddell. We collected some evidence. He said he sat in a particular spot in a gravel pit for about 3 hours and said he was smoking. We found cigarette butts where he said he had parked his car that matched the brand that he smoked. We drove to the murder scene. We conducted a video reenactment of the murder at the scene, and he described in detail what he saw and what he did to assist in the murder.
Okay. Now, he showed you the scene where Ms. Waterman was killed?
Yes, sir.
Had the scene changed from the time that she was killed until you were showed the scene?
When I got there that evening, and this was the 19th, the road had been freshly graded, and so all these are gravel roads, and they use graders to resurface the road occasionally throughout the winter, so the potholes don't build up. And the road had been freshly graded when I got there within the last day or so. So there was a fresh layer of gravel over the scene.
Okay, so there wasn't anything.
There's nothing to see.
Okay.
Is this
And,
Mr. West?
Yes, ma'am.
This is a good time for a break.
Yeah, it would be.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and take a 10-minute break. We'll reconvene at 10:10. Please remember the admonition, don't discuss the case even with one another, have no contact with parties, witnesses, or persons you see in close proximity. Keep an open mind. And sir, you can step down, watch those 2 steps.
Thank you.
We continue on record, and Trooper Claus, I remind you that you remain under oath.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead, Mr. West.
Now, let's see, he showed you where he killed Ms. Waterman, or Ms. Waterman was killed.
Yes, sir.
And what was another site he showed you?
We drove with him to a place in Hollis, a road near the Harris River in between the Heidelberg Road and the road that Lee Edwards lives on. Most of these roads don't have posted names or anything, so I don't have a better description than that.
Is it very close to Hollis?
Hollis is a community that's strung out along the road, but it's a very remote area on one end of the state subdivision that comprises Hollis.
I forgot to ask you, was it just you and Mr. Arendt in doing this traveling?
No. Investigator Gilmore was in the car with Jason and I, and we were followed by Trooper Blajeski and Investigator Sims in a separate vehicle.
All right. So, and Mr. Arendt, where did he sit at?
He was in the front seat of my car with me.
Okay. So the other trooper was in the back seat.
Yes.
All right. Now, when you got to the site near Harris River, did you actually go down to where it was at, or what happened there?
If possible, this road is even worse than the road where the car was burned. It's narrower. There's more brush, overgrown. It's about 10 or 15 years more overgrown than the other road. So it is passable only by one car, and it's very difficult to turn around. When I drove back there later, I had to back up like 200 yards to do that. So knowing that, I didn't follow investigator or Trooper Blajeski down there. We took one car down there. Jason described a location where a burn pile was next to a car on a particular fork of this road. The investigators followed his directions and found the burn pile there.
Okay. So did you go with them, or did you stay with Mr. Arendt?
I stayed with Mr. Arendt at the head of the road until made radio contact that they had found the place as described.
Did you stick around for them, to wait for them, or did you leave?
No, I went back with Mr. Arendt to the Craig Police Department.
Okay. Now, when you were taking on this trip, you said it took about 4.5 hours?
Yes, sir.
And did you, I guess, do an interview or talk with Mr. Arendt about what happened during this time?
I talked with him at length. We talked about everything from his childhood to a detailed description of his relationship with Ms. Waterman to some of the details of the crime. It was a wide-ranging interview that lasted a long time.
Okay. I won't show it, but he gave a reenactment at the scene of how
we spent about a half hour at the scene of the video, or at the scene of the murder, discussing exactly what Jason saw and did.
Okay.
At that site.
All right. Now, you recorded that whole 4.5 hour long.
Yes, the entire portion is recorded. I think there was a break in the recording at one time to allow Mr. Arendt to go to the bathroom. And a portion of it was video recorded as well, about 35 minutes.
Okay. Now, while this was going on, was anybody doing anything with Ms. Waterman?
Yes, sir. Sergeant McFerrin and Sergeant Habib of the Craig Police Department were interviewing Ms. Waterman at the same time I was interviewing Mr. Arendt and having him do his tour of the island.
Okay. Now, the first two times that Ms. Waterman was talked to, it was Sergeant McFerrin and you that did
Yes.
this. You didn't get involved in this third interview?
That's correct.
And why not?
Frankly, in the second interview, I was getting emotionally involved with the interview, and in fact, I was getting very angry.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I didn't think I would be an effective interviewer.
Okay. So you had somebody else sit in for you at that time?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I guess a couple of days later on November 24th, were you asked to go back to the Waterman residence?
Yes.
And what was the reason for doing that?
Sergeant Habib had told me that there was a spark plug box and a footprint that had been discovered there, and he wanted me to photograph those, collect what evidence I could there.
Okay. Had Sergeant Habib told you that, or Sergeant McFerrin asked you to do that?
I don't recall. Sergeant McFerrin and I were communicating daily by email, and I knew that I had to contact Sergeant Habib and have him show me what he had seen.
Okay.
So
I
don't recall how I knew that.
Okay. But you went out and you had to go out and make some photographs, is that right?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay. And did you do anything else at this? What did you do when you got to the house?
I took several photographs of the exterior of the house. I took a photograph of the garage window that's on the north west corner of the house, and starting to be pointed out a footprint to me, and I took photographs of the footprint. I used a little scale in the photograph to show its exact size.
And did you take a gel lift?
Yes, sir, I did.
You tried to?
I did. And
What is a gel lift?
it's kind of a piece of adhesive with a film over the top of it, and you take the film off and put the adhesive down on a piece of dust or dirt or something to try to collect that so you can see an image or a portion of what was there. It sticks to the adhesive, and then you have the actual.
Have a good night, Sharon. Hope you feel better tomorrow. I know the weather change can wreak havoc on people's bodies, even though they used to say that. That doesn't happen. Well, yes, it does.
Yes, it definitely does.
So this guy is like, he's
Cracked
not
out.
he's just not the typical office. Like, usually they're very, like, during my training experience, they get asked a question and they look at the jury. Then they get asked a question and they look at the jury. He's very rarely looked over at the jury. Maybe he doesn't want to scare him. I don't know. And, but he's like, well, I don't remember right now, or well, I don't, like, there's just, it's kind of weird testimony coming from him. And
Well, it's like I was saying on Thursday, the whole thing has been weird with testimony. Like, they've been very relaxed and just not what you would expect testifying.
like
But
the
maybe they're all
dad
cracked
was,
out.
yeah, like, what's going on in Craig? Maybe we should
Well,
go
I'll
visit.
tell you, it's a small town.
You saying the
Tell
tree
you
just
that.
goes straight up? Is that what you're saying?
Yep. And they take a left right up that tree.
Well,
No
I think when they
branches.
were testifying, I think I did my drawing quite well. I have
Yeah,
the clock in there and then
yeah,
my chairs.
that's
I
nice.
think I think I nailed that one.
Did
I've
you just
never.
have to, was there a north side on that paper, did I see? Did it say north
There
side?
was. It was.
Was there?
There is now.
Yeah.
Nope.
It looked like a compass at first, but I wasn't sure.
There is now.
There you go.
East side.
Oh,
So
boy.
I don't know. This guy, for being the guy that arrived on scene first, all the stuff that he did. I'm with Frank. It's been, ugh.
It's
But
been
also,
it's been
every-
hot.
everything
Hot as
is
that fire.
weird. Everything is weird. Like, these people are like in the village and they don't understand that, the movie The Village,
Yes.
that like they're not really trapped. These people are
Yeah.
trapped. They just don't know
Yeah.
they're not trapped.
At least he doesn't have an earring in one of his ears, because that would make it really weird.
Okay. All right. Well, we know where Gabby draws the line.
He's like, you know what?
Well, the other guy, remember the other guy? I didn't realize he had a mullet until he like stood up. He like hit it pretty well.
I don't think that was even a mullet. I think that was a rat's tail.
Yeah.
That was a big rat tail.
Yeah, it wasn't a mullet. It was either a ponytail or a rat tail.
Ponytail or something.
I don't think it was because his sides were shaved.
There was a party going on back there.
Oh yeah, I'm saying it had to have been a rat tail because a ponytail would just be pulled back.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I don't know, whatever it was. They have a good time over there.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. We have about 20 minutes left. 20, 25 minutes.
Okay.
Today. This is part one of this exciting man. So I'm assuming that Cross is going to be tomorrow. I think Cross will be better. Because
One can only hope.
Yes.
In this game.
I'm not.
Well, it's just part of trials.
I know. All right. I got my finger on the button. Like it's pressed down. So
Evidence there. So we tried to preserve it the best we could. It was really dusty, so I'm not sure how well it came out.
Okay. Now I'm going to show you some photographs and some other items and ask you to identify them. I'll hand you the photographs. Ask you to go through them in the right order. You can turn the first one over. Does the back show Plaintiff's Exhibit 155?
Yes, sir, it does.
Okay. And the photograph up there, is that the photograph there?
Yes, sir, it is.
And what's this photograph of?
That's the Waterman residence in Craig.
And this is the one you've been in?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what is this area here? What are those?
That's the bottom floor, the garage doors, personnel door for the garage.
Okay.
And then that's the front entryway that goes onto a little landing.
Okay. And what's this?
That's a cat.
They had a cat?
Yes, sir.
How are you around cats?
I am deathly allergic to cats, so I can't be in the same house where a cat is.
Is he
are you
serious?
freaking
Is he
kidding me right now?
With that mustache, I don't think so, sir. I don't believe you for a second.
What's this? Oh, that's a cat.
What's
Oh,
that? I
you're
was like, is
around
that a tiny
cats.
little monkey? What is that thing?
It's like, well, not good because they'll unalive me. Like, okay.
Unbelievable. It was the cat's fault this whole time. Plot twist.
Also, he didn't call the man door. He called it the personnel door
The personnel door.
or the
He's
personal
like-
door. Something along that line.
I'm sure that it was for him.
But yeah, poor kitty cat can blame for all this. About said bad word.
All the shit.
I've
What
been
you want
hanging
to
around
say?
you two too long.
Yeah, that's what she wanted to say.
Not long enough.
All right. Well, sorry, kitty cat.
Okay. Now, the window is over around here, is that right?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay. As you look at the next one, Plaintiff's Exhibit 217, is that the next one? You can look on the back.
Yes, sir, it is.
And is this the photograph there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, this window, what's the significance of this window?
That's a window into the garage. It's a sliding window. And I was told that there was a footprint on the sill of that window.
Now, by this time, you had been told about what Mr. Riddell, actually, you'd been involved in Mr. Riddell's interview, is that right?
Yes, sir.
So you knew which window he'd come in?
I wasn't, to tell you the truth, I wasn't completely sure. I knew that he came in through one of the garage windows, but I didn't have a clear picture as to which one exactly.
But this is the window you looked at?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the Plaintiff's Exhibit's 215 or 218, it should be on the back. Is that it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this photograph part, is that the one in there?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay. And what are you trying to show in this picture?
Right in the center of the frame, you can see some light lines in the dust.
This area here?
And it looks like a sawdust, kind of a heavy kind of dust. You can see there's no screen on the window, and those lines appear to me to be a footprint.
Okay. You can look at the next one. I think it's Plaintiff's Exhibit 219.
Yes, sir.
And is this a copy of it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the area we're talking about, is that this area here?
Yes.
I'm showing with red light. Okay. And what were you trying to show with this photo?
I was trying to take a photograph of the footprint itself. Obviously, get some glare from the flash that obscures part of that.
Okay.
But you can see the curve of the foot. You can see the pattern of the tread of the toe of or what appears to be the toe of the boot.
Okay. And if you want to look at the next photo, I think it's 220. Plaintiff's Exhibit 220. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And what were you doing with this?
I lit the area a little bit differently with a flashlight and put a scale there so it could be later examined.
Okay. And did you try to avoid covering any part of the shoe print with the rulers?
I did.
Okay. And the area you're dealing with is this area right here?
Right, the curved part and then the straight lines that show the pattern of the sole.
Okay. Let's see. I think the next one is Plaintiff's Exhibit 263. Or do I got them out of order?
I'm sorry, sir. I have 221 on this particular photograph.
Okay, I'll leave it. Can you identify this?
Yes, sir. That's just a broader view of the same image that we saw earlier. Yes, sir.
And then I've got one more photograph. You've got Plaintiff's Exhibit 263 in your hand?
Yes, sir, I do.
Let me show you. What's this picture of?
This is a picture of the interior of Jason Arant's truck.
When did you take this?
The 18th of November, the Thursday afternoon.
Okay. Now the picture looks weird because is that because there's a reflection in this part of the?
Yes, sir. Mr. Arant came to our office for a voluntary interview, and I took pictures of his truck through the glass. So what you're seeing is reflections of the glass and some of the contents of the front seat of the truck. There's a cigarette package.
I asked you to focus on that, or I got the area. What area? What
Yes,
is
sir.
that?
That is a red flashlight, the kind of flashlight that firemen use to put on their helmets, and the band, a small disposable flashlight.
Okay. At the time you took this picture, did you know that that flashlight had any significance?
No, sir.
Okay. Did you later find out it did?
Yes, sir, I did.
And what was it used?
That was the weapon that was used to strike Lori Waterman in the throat.
Okay. I think that's all the photographs I have. This time you're on the plans to do the 155, 217, 218, 219, 220, 221, and 263.
No objection.
They are admitted.
Now, excuse me. I'm going to hand you as marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit 295 and ask
Yes, sir.
if you need to open it up.
And you want me?
Let's try to open it up.
Yes, sir.
And no blood.
This is the gel lift that I took that day of the photographed shoe impression.
I don't know if you can lift it up and show the jury.
It's literally in a file folder.
And what'd you do with that?
I collected it and I put the plastic piece back on top to help preserve, on top of the adhesive to preserve the dust, and placed it in evidence in the clock evidence room.
Later, did you do anything with that gel lift or and the photographs you took?
The photographs I sent to the crime lab for analysis. The gel lift remained at Cloac. No, sir.
Now, on November 29th, did you go up to the Craig High School?
The 29th, let me. Yes, sir.
Or excuse me, not sure. Oh, excuse me, it was December 6th. I'm sorry, I think I got the date wrong. No, I have no, November 29th. Okay. I'm going to hand you what's marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit 57 and ask you if you I think I said 56, didn't I?
It's 57 is marked, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. Plaintiff's Exhibit 57.
From the evidence tag, it's a collection of papers that I received from Doug Rhodes, the school principal, on the 29th
Okay. And did you look at them at that time?
No, I didn't.
What'd you do?
I put them into an envelope and requested a search warrant during business hours several days later, and then did look at them.
Okay. And what date was it that you looked at them?
I believe it was the 6th.
6th of December?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what were these documents that you found?
There's one handwritten note that was apparently from Rachelle to Jason, not dated or signed. And it discusses Waterman's Anchorage trip.
Okay.
And the note discusses school activity and a future wedding between Rachelle and Jason. Brian Riddell was mentioned as being the best man in that wedding. There's also a sheaf of typewritten papers that appear to be letters from Jason to Rachelle. There's just a few scrawls on the paper in handwriting that indicate that it's to, that some of them are to Rachelle.
Okay. Now, have you seen copies of the letters that were taken off of Mr. Arant's computer?
Yes.
Were any of those letters the ones that you recovered here?
They appear to be identical in text, so the formatting is different.
Okay. But otherwise, they appear to be the same letters?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why don't you open them up?
Sure.
You've seen this, Ms. Ross.
I've seen copies of them.
If you would hold it closer to the microphone.
There's one collection. They wouldn't all fit in one envelope, so there's 3. This is the handwritten version. More of the typewritten.
Okay.
It's like Russian dolls. Nesting doll.
Thank you.
Oh, letter opener. Oh.
And this is addressed to Rachelle.
I don't know what that means.
AJ,
That's
Google it.
Now, this is the handwritten letter you found?
Yes, sir.
And describe what you testified about what it contains about.
Yes, sir.
I don't think, have you ever seen Ms. Waterman's handwriting before?
Not that I recall.
And it's undated and pretty much unsigned. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Now, these letters, are the typewritten ones you found?
Yes, sir.
Some of them have this on the back, this.
I believe that occurs in just 2 or 3 spots, something like that.
Another one.
Yes, sir.
And did you go through these letters?
Yes, I did.
I don't know if you were here on the opening.
Yes, sir, I was.
These look like the same letters that I've shown up there.
Yes, sir, very similar.
Did you read all of these?
I did.
Can you give a summary or a brief summary of what's in them?
To characterize them, they're basically fantasy letters about what is going to happen in the future, and there's graphic sexual fantasies in there. There's graphic violent fantasies in there. There's discussion of how often Mr. Waterman uses, Jason Arant uses drugs, discussing being stoned while he's writing and playing video games and things. There's continual an over and over discussion of sex and drugs. Several of the other people, there's a discussion of how Lori Waterman was planning to sell Rachelle, and Arant was talking about maybe he could buy Rachelle for $100,000. He discusses downloading porn for a juvenile, John Milburn. He discusses Dungeons and Dragons. He discusses talking with Brian Riddell, saying that Brian scoring some major points, bonus points with him because everything he does is an effort to get you and me together. He discusses the history of his relationship with Rachelle Waterman, and talks about a party on Port St. Nicholas Road and Rachelle being picked up there from that party by an older man. He talks about having sex with Rachelle. He talks about having imaginary conversations with her. He talks about her ex-boyfriends. Again, there's just a lot of sexual fantasy, a lot of violent fantasy.
A great majority of it consists of pressing blood for her.
Yes.
So I think that is her dad that we've been talking about, and he is sitting on her side. So
Yeah, why does he have the headphones on?
I don't know. I would say he can't hear. I didn't remember
Well, I
him
guess he
having those
is
on the
sitting in
other
a
day.
handicap chair.
He is.
Either that or he's listening to Tupac or something.
Mom, I gotta tell you what a Texas chili bowl is.
I don't want to know.
I'm not gonna get too in depth.
Yeah, don't.
It's with like Tabasco sauce, old like telephone, like with a cord, and someone's
One
anus.
finger away. Ugh, that's gross.
I wonder what these freaks in Alaska are up to. I don't think I wouldn't wonder too much.
I mean, they seem pretty relaxed, so it must be something good.
It must be something real good. Also, thank you for the Texas Chili Bowl super chat.
Don't worry, Brandon. I got you. I'll explain it.
I forgot in my notes that Dungeon and Dragons, whatever, D&D was a big part of this thing because they were all going down to one of
computer
these
store.
Yeah, guys owned a computer store that where they would
Her boyfriend, one of her boyfriends,
children together. One of the ones that like the kids.
What did she practice?
Witchcraft.
Mom.
Oh,
but what type?
Wiccan.
Wiccan. That's what it was. I couldn't think of the word.
Or Wicca, whatever.
Yeah, Wicca is. I guess technically, it's not. Wicca's not like a dark magic. It's supposed to be a light, depending.
I guess. I don't know.
I just know about Texas chili bowls.
I know you do.
I don't want. I may not be a celebrity, but can I get me out of here?
I don't want. No, I don't want the Texas chili bowl.
I do not. Get
that phone away from me.
I can promise you that there. No old corded phones in my house, and there never will be again.
But she does have Tabasco sauce.
Nope.
So she's on her way.
No.
They put it in front of AJ, and she's like, "What, the corn?"
She's like, "Get this out of here! Just stick it out."
I don't eat hot sauce.
That means two things.
We only have Franks.
We only have Franks.
How you doing, buddy?
Luca, haha. Step one done.
An Alaskan paint job.
Ew.
I'm not.
Don't Google that, Frank.
No, pretty gross.
I can't believe you did that. That's blasphemy right there. Unbelievable.
She's in trouble.
Wow.
No, she's
That's
not.
almost as bad as
She
breaking pasta.
She doesn't. It's worse than breaking pasta.
Hold on.
I will.
She sent me a
Oh.
link, so I'm looking it up because I actually didn't know that
Oh,
one.
that's not even. That's not what we're talking about.
What? I'm talking about Breeze.
I am too.
Yeah.
I know. She
That's
sent
not
it to
talking. We're
me.
not talking about that.
Oh,
She's missing it, Gabby.
She's not paying attention again.
I'm not.
She's not.
Unbelievable.
Whatever.
Whatever.
She called your mom the wrong name. Can't even believe it. It's
Scrolling.
I mean, Bree, it's
scrolling,
literally lit
scrolling.
up behind her head. How could you miss it?
Oh,
You were
shit.
part of it. You were part of
How
the
could
gift.
you misspell that?
I'm gonna have to like triple break spaghetti to get over this now.
Oh my god, you better not.
All right, we are almost done. We're almost done.
Bree.
Ha ha.
And, there's many pages of text.
Gotcha.
How long does it take you to read through all of them?
2 or 3 hours.
Oh, I don't think we'll spend 2 or 3 hours. Admit them at this time, Your Honor.
I'm sorry.
I'm not going to admit them just yet, Your Honor. I'm going to save them for another witness. Now, did you get a design sample of what the Waterman house looked like?
From Sergeant Habib, yes, I did.
Okay. From Sergeant Habib or Doc Waterman? Or did Doc Waterman give them to Sergeant Habib who gave to you? Or do you remember?
I discussed the design with Sergeant Habib, who arranged with Doc Waterman. I went to Doc Waterman's office.
And got him?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the exhibit we have here is based on these large ones that I've been showing around. Oh, you didn't see them? Yeah. Thanks, exhibit 62, based on this.
Yes, sir.
61, and then 60 is the based on this.
Yes, sir.
Now, got to show this to you when you were testifying about your trip with Mr. Arantz. I'll do it right now. Thanks, exhibit 59, you identified this.
Yes, sir. It's a topographic map of a part of Prince Wales Island showing Craig, Klawock, almost to Knockety, and almost to Thorn Bay, with the road marked in, the main roads marked in, and several other points identified.
Basically about the middle third of the island.
Yes, sir.
Now down here, where it says Riddell's residence, is that where the area where Hollis is at?
Yes, sir. Hollis is in this area here, and that's Lee Edwards' residence where Brian Riddell was staying. Yes, sir.
I think the ferry terminal is also located just
Yes, sir.
Hollis. Okay. Yep. Let's see, I think it has number 2 is the Waterman residence over here, right?
Yes, sir.
Then number 3, it's written rendezvous point. What does that mean?
Well, there's a large gravel pit at the where the Big Salt Road turns around the Big Salt Lake, which is just a saltwater lagoon, and that's where Jason waited for Brian to come from the house with Lori Waterman tied up in his car.
This is the area you showed here.
Yes.
And then number 4 here, what's that?
That's where Lori Waterman was murdered. It's about 100 feet or so away from the Yaddock Creek Bridge on the U.S. Forest Service 20 road near Knockety.
Is all of this road from Craig all the way up to where the murder scene paved?
No, sir.
And where does the pavement end?
The pavement runs 18 miles from Control Lake.
Right.
And so about half the distance to the murder scene is paved. And the rest is improved gravel road. It's the main line road.
And then number 5, what's that?
That's where the vehicle was found by Mr. McDonald.
This area from, is this the main road to?
Yes, sir. To Thorn Bay.
Which is over here.
Right.
And what's this part?
That's the 3012 road. The first part of the 3012 road is in fairly good condition. And then when it takes that turn, or I described it as a Y earlier, it gets in considerably worse condition and then curls up the side of the mountain.
And actually, there's another one that forks out, kind of like this.
Yes, sir.
I think this doesn't really show it, but it's sort of back.
It curls back, yes, sir.
Okay. And then, let's see, 6 is, what's this? It says secondary fire scene. What's that?
Yes, sir. That's the road that goes from the main highway to the Harris River. There's no residences on that road. That's the road where they burned the evidence at the end of their expedition that day.
Okay. Then 7, it says Aaron's residence.
Right. He lives in a subdivision in Cloac.
Okay. Now, did you know Mr. Aaron very well prior to this?
No, he was.
See ya, Brianna, Banana.
I can say your full name, but I won't.
I won't either, but I'm saying it in my mind right now. Just so you know.
All right. Have a good night, Brianna.
Well, that escalated quickly.
This is what I see her doing.
Head shake. She even gave me the head shake and everything when she said, Brianna.
Brianna,
Well, 'cause that's
banana.
actually Brianna. But there's a Brianna and there's a Brianna in our family. So, but one only will go by her full name, and the other one will only go by her 3-letter name.
Wow. Can't
I'm gonna
believe,
change
can't
your.
believe that.
I'm gonna change your name in my phone to your full government name.
Brianna.
Huh? Brianna. Hi, Brianna. Shy's still like talking about your growing your hair out.
'Cause she's in dreamland. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
that
not
ain't
gonna
happening.
happen.
Brianna.
Brianna.
She said it's Brianna, not Brianna.
If your name is Brianna or Brianna,
She's
please
got to
don't
be on
offended unless
something for her to call you that.
are my daughter-in-law. Then you can be offended.
Brianna.
We have like 3 minutes.
All right, let's get to it.
An acquaintance through work, and I knew that he was a dispatcher's son. He was in the Marine Corps one time. I was in the Marine Corps one time. I talked to him before he went to boot camp and, gave him a pep talk, and then hadn't talked with him much since then.
Okay. How well did you know his mother?
I see her almost daily. We're not social acquaintances at all, just completely professional. I go in, say good morning, look at the daily log for 5 minutes, ask any questions about what is on there, and then go away. But I do see her daily.
Okay. Show you what's marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit 58. What's this one? Show you what's marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit 58.
This is a DNA sample called a buccal swab or a buccal swab from Doc Waterman.
What is it?
Basically, it's 2 big wooden Q-tips that I asked somebody to rub on the inside of their cheek to collect some cells. We put it in a collection kit that's provided by the crime lab, and we send it to the crime lab for comparison to other DNA evidence.
And when did you get this from Dr. Waterman?
Later in the year, the date on the tag is 3/29 of 2005. Yes, sir. And
You requested by, who requested you to do this?
I believe it would be Sergeant McFerrin.
And what did you do after you collected?
I dried the samples as required, put them in the kit as, there's a little set of instructions, followed the instructions, and then mailed them to the crime lab.
That's all the questions I have for Trooper Claus, Your Honor.
Cross-examination?
Tomorrow. Brandon, I Googled that. Gross. No, 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 no.
Wait a minute.
one?
Which one?
Which one?
It was like 800 of them.
Let's go. I Googled that. No, and no, and no, no.
The Alaskan
Mudslide
mudslide?
Yes, there's not enough
Oh.
no's in the world, but thank you for the super chat that made
I don't
me-
know. I feel like he's at that point. He's saying that, and you Googled it. He only sent $1.99. That's kind of cheap.
Well, I didn't.
That's some cheap stuff.
I didn't Google the first one, so
Still
but
though,
I was
only
gonna- you didn't have
only
to Google that one.
$1.99.
would you like? Do you want to know? Do you want to know what it is?
Mm-mm. No,
I'll
I'm
have
good.
to,
Yes.
I really
Yes.
have to clean it up. Quite literally. Oh my gosh.
What is it? Alaskan mudslide?
It's taking a shit on a small. I'm cleaning this.
I
part,
knew
a
it had
small-
to do with that.
a small person's chest, preferably the runs.
What's a
and
small?
then-
What?
And then
what's a small
effing
person?
them.
Like a
tiny-
gnome?
No.
So basically, it's just
little
somebody's
person.
got
A little person.
diarrheas. It's like someone just diarrheas on your chest and just runs down.
I guess. Gross.
Like a slip and slide?
Oh my god.
Ah,
Sorry, it just popped right into my head.
Oh, I bet it did.
Oh my god. I didn't mean to say that out loud, but it happened. Look, it's like gross. My bad. Ah.
I'm gonna like go to my next family function with all the kids running around. They're like slipping and sliding. I'm be like, I can't be here. I can't ever look at this the same.
Oh my god.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Wow. Thanks, let's go.
It'll just be like a brown
Definitely not-
river running down that
Definitely
thing.
not worth $1.99.
And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to know.
What's it like? Portuguese.
Mm,
I have a feeling I know what that is, but I'm not gonna say it.
I don't want to know.
That's bad news bears. That's bad news bear. That's bad news Bexars right there.
Oh, you were talking about a different mudslide, but that one's a good
Uh-huh.
pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Okay.
Mhm.
Ew,
We
I
don't
don't
believe
know.
you.
Luke, I don't know.
Does it have?
To be a specific consistency, I don't know.
I
I
feel
mean,
like
I
it
would say like as long as it's not corny, you're good. I'm about to say my mom gag
what
right
the
there.
corn? What the corn?
Could have some peanuts in it.
Ah,
Ugh.
come on now. You got me back there.
No one likes crunchy peanut butter.
My husband does. So disgusting.
Gross.
Papa's got some
Caleb's
covered.
face when I said that. He like tilted his head to the side. He's like, crunchy peanut. What?
What are you guys talking about? I thought you were talking about some girl that
Caleb,
wanted
you
to offer
Don't wanna
mom.
know, Caleb.
You don't want to know.
You don't want to know,
He's
Caleb.
like, oh no. Oh,
He's like, no, I really
no."
want to know. Is it fapping?
No, he probably does want to know. No,
Yeah.
he said he shook his head as if no, he doesn't want to know.
Not actually crunchy peanut butter. I'm sure it's something awful.
Did you hear what he said? He goes, if it's not crunchy peanut butter, I'm sure it's something awful.
It was awful. Quite awful.
It is awful. Yeah.
What's up, Sir Frank? You just missed like the best worst mustache, but it'll be back tomorrow.
Also, I don't know. Go back about 10 minutes, and then you'll see what we were just talking about.
What was
Just
that? Wine
basically-
putting all over the place. Don't forget. I won't. And Sir Frank, I was watching a show, which I won't say what it was, It was a reality show. You'll know if you know, you'll know, and then you'll be
Price
like,
is Right.
why? No. But they had
Jeopardy.
to pull off the road because of a storm, and they pulled off in the place that Frank and I share in common. I can't say it because I can't dox the poor guy. So he'll know. It's my hometown that they couldn't
Oh,
pronounce.
I was like, wait, what?
It's my
I
hometown.
got you. I got
So
you.
Frank is from my hometown.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
I knew he was from Nebraska, but I didn't know that.
Yep.
They,
But they couldn't pronounce it, and it was hilarious. I'm like, oh my gosh, just drive around. I don't care that the tornado's coming. We want to see it.
How do you pronounce this one again?
It's in a few
Well, gosh
shows.
darn
He
it,
knows what I'm
Dolores.
watching. Well, it's in a few shows of the show I'm watching, or it's in a few shows, as in just a few shows. We don't know.
Few
The
episodes.
world may never know. But hey, so Frank, Google Alaska mudslide.
No.
Don't.
No, not that
Nope.
one. What about
Nope.
No,
None
none
of
of them.
none.
No.
Nope. Not a Texas
Nope.
Chili Bowl. Not
No,
none.
you just said
None.
it.
I said don't. Don't.
Wow.
Okay.
whatever. Anyways,
I'm
it
not
was nice
definitely not
hanging out
gonna-
with you guys.
I'm definitely
I
not
have-
going to Google what Luca just said.
Well, I'll Google that one. Well, let me take a picture of
It's
it.
S-AT. It is what? Alaskan
something in
pipeline.
German.
No.
No. That
Google
sounds
them all.
terrible.
That's German?
I don't know.
It's
He-
hot.
Germany.
It's Hachiti.
That
I
doesn't
thought,
say
he
it right?
I thought he was saying hibachi at first.
Oh, it's
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't do that one for
Yes,
you, Luca.
this
Wow.
That
child
one's bad.
is in Alaska. Carmen,
Wow.
I'm saying the rest of your full name in my head. What are
Wow.
you?
I don't even know your full name, but I'm saying it in my head.
No, it's not. Okay, I didn't think that looked like German.
Luca's like,
Sorry, I
"Shite."
got confused.
In general, LOL, but I'll Google that. If you Google blue waffles, I will not.
No,
because
no.
I
You
will
don't want
not,
that one either.
because
I got in trouble
I
for that. I
Googled
Googled.
Alaskan mudslide, and then I told what it was. If you don't want to Google that, you can just go back. So gross.
It's that's
Let's
nasty.
go.
I Googled blue waffles one time on a school computer. I went to in-school suspension for that one. I didn't know what it was. And I tried to tell them, I was like, I don't know what this is. And so I Googled it, and they're like, why would you have ever Googled that? I'm like, I don't know. After I saw it, I was like, I don't know.
My friend Googled it, and then they were like, "Hey, look!" And I was like, "Oh, what the hell?"
You're also
Yeah.
like, I thought two girls in one cup were sharing a drink.
Yeah.
No,
So they were
I
sharing a
never
milkshake,
saw that.
that's for sure.
they were sharing a cup. That's for sure.
Yeah, I never
It
watched that
was-
one either. My husband was
Don't
like,
ever watch that.
don't watch that. Don't
Don't
ever
watch
watch
that.
that. He said, I don't know if
I-
it's real or not. He's like, but you will throw up.
Yeah.
I got a pretty strong stomach, but that one's nah.
It's not like we are playing the Malaysian turntables here. What? What's happening? There's a snake
There's
in
a
your
snake
boot.
in my boots. Woody from Toy Story. There's a
Oh,
snake,
there's a snake in my
boots.
boot. Dang it. I'll remember that line one of these days because you just said it on Friday.
Let's go. What's that joke again about Toy Story and a priest?
Toy Story and a priest.
Oh, he knows what I'm talking about.
We just
Andy
told
and a
it to
priest.
you on Friday.
I know, but I
No,
just like
that's where you came up with there's a snake in my boot. And I
There's a
didn't
snake in
and I
my
didn't
boot.
remember it. I
I
just
don't
thought
remember it. I don't remember that.
I just thought Ash was like in a turkey and stuffing coma, and there's like, oh, there's a snake in my boot.
You guys are having Thanksgiving now?
She's in
She's
Canada.
in second Canada.
It's October.
Canada doesn't care.
Different country. Different country.
They did things
should-
different.
One of these days, be the 51st state.
You're feeling random.
Well, anyways,
I feel-
on a serious note, it has been great to hang out with you guys. I have no idea when I will be able to. It may be tomorrow. I have absolutely no idea. I saw Frank had
See
said.
you tomorrow, Carmen.
Frank had said I sent this to you like a year ago. I told you to have a great first day. They told me I never check my messages. You're right, I don't. But I appreciate it.
Oh, Frank, that's hilarious. I hope he got lost in the feedlot. Sorry. All right.
Thank you guys. I
Yes.
appreciate it.
You guys are being very nice to her. She may be back tomorrow because she doesn't know what her schedule is, and she'll miss me. So, and she'll miss Gabby. And Gabby, you're gonna miss her because
I will.
you won't get a phone call every day.
Exactly.
Yeah, I won't be calling you guys every 2 seconds. Be like, "Hi, I'm bored and I don't have anybody else to talk to. So can you just please
Yeah,
talk to me right now?"
I should have
I was
just
like,
been
"What's
like,
up?"
just turn the camera on and just talk.
Yeah.
I was like, "What's up?" She's like, "I got an hour to kill." Like, all right, well, I'm cooking chicken, so I'm setting you up.
And then yesterday when I called you, you were like, you're like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm like, "Nothing. I don't actually need anything. I'm just bored." And you're like, "All right, well, you're gonna come with me. I got dishes and stuff to do."
Yeah.
Okay.
Good night, Luca. Hope you feel better.
Night,
If you're really
Yes.
sick.
I hope you feel better.
Good
Thank
night,
you.
Frank.
So thank you, Sarah. Here in about thank you, Ash. A little over 30 minutes, Grandma we're doing general trivia tonight.
Tonight is let me see 1 second. Tonight is
Do you see what Ash put, Carmen?
history, science, geography. The ultimate brain teaser.
They should
General
have
knowledge.
that in May. Sorry.
General knowledge.
So
Okay,
you just
yeah.
have to have some general knowledge. The joke, since Brandon didn't type it, is I don't want to tell it.
Just say it.
Say it.
What's the difference between Woody from Toy Story and a priest?
What's the difference
Sorry.
between Woody from Toy Story and a priest?
Woody falls down when the kid walks in the room and the priest stands up.
Woody falls down when a kid comes in the room and a priest stands up.
You want to know what's even better about that joke?
Caleb's face.
Mom, you want to know what's even better about that joke? I told that joke to Grandpa yesterday.
Oh,
No, you didn't.
I
good.
promise I did.
I'm sorry, Caleb's laughing since we can be laughing more.
Hashtag altar boy issues.
I can't. Wow.
Your dad laughed. But yes, I told that to my 84-year-old grandpa, which is also my mom's dad. Yesterday.
Oh, sorry. You said it wrong. Lesko corrected
Oh,
you.
I'm sorry. Goes limp.
Goes limp.
Falls
Woody
down,
goes
goes
limp.
limp. Same
When a
thing.
kid comes in.
Let's go. I will remember to make sure I clear the joke up with my grandpa tomorrow. Sorry, my cop hands are going nuts.
She's gonna be
Karen's
driving
practicing the
traffic.
robot dance.
That's bad.
She's got a great job at the airport. If this doesn't work out,
She's a stewardess.
At least I got some.
The emergency
Here's
exits
your
are
exit.
there are two in back of you. There's one up here, and there's two over the wings. All right, is anybody listening to me? No. Well, you're all gonna regret it when this plane goes down. And I'm gonna
If
be
your
really
mask
freaked out.
drops down, please make sure to put your mask on first before you help a child. Thank you.
she lets go of the mask and snaps her in the face. She's like, oh. She's like, I'm sorry. That's not supposed to happen like that.
Otherwise, you know what you'll do? You'll go limp.
Okay, you're gonna go limp.
Also, what's for dinner?
I got a snake in my boots.
It's Kevin's dinner.
So Gabby's got a snake in her boot for dinner. I had some pulled pork.
I
had
really
chicken.
hope no one's doing Texas chili bowls or Alaskan mudslides for dinner tonight.
I had chicken and a baked potato.
We'll never be doing either of those things. Yes. Who needs kids? Save
Exactly.
yourself. That's right.
Save yourself.
Just Ash.
Carmen's like, yeah, Mom, save yourself. Who needs kids?
Well, I'm an adult now, so it's fine. When the little 6-year-old bastard said next to me, nope.
Wow.
Eat.
That's a liar.
I'm gonna use them as a floaty.
Carmen's like, oh, is that what this button is? Eject. The kid's like, whee!
Kid, this is gonna be the best and worst roller coaster ride you've ever taken.
It's gonna really hurt when you go through that engine blade real quick. But
Yeah,
really
but-
quick. Alrighty then.
And that's why
I'm
you
all
have that
along.
sign, and that's why you have that sign in the back for that credibility.
One of these days it's just gonna fall off the wall.
I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh so hard if it does. It's just gonna be that one moment where it actually happens. It just goes. Whoosh.
Oh, Frank's having buffalo chicken strips, jalapeno poppers, mozzarella sticks, and celery. Yum.
Delicious.
All gluten-free. Gluten-free is okay.
I'm gonna keep my comment to myself.
Okay.
No, it was a joke that Ash and I made. It was a joke that Ash and I made last night. But I was saying something about that. Yes, I understand that people have to have gluten-free. I was saying we were talking about something completely different, and I said, if we ever went to war, this is in the country. I'm triggered. Do you guys have anything gluten-free? This is bullshit. I don't want to be here. Where's my phone? That would be if,
Carmen can say that. I cannot.
that would be if we went to war.
Chloe's like, I'm having KFC. I paid extra to get the gluten.
I would pay extra to get the extra crispy.
Yeah. But no, I'm not saying anything about people that have to do gluten-free. I understand it, but I will make jokes about it. 100%.
I understand that life, Sir Frank. I understand that life. How dare you make me do something? I'm owed the world. I can.
Oh man.
Pretty much. Anyway, Carmen, have a good first day tomorrow. Hopefully you'll be here
Thank you.
tomorrow night and tell us all about it. Hopefully you get a good schedule and it's daytime, not nighttime. And
I'll kick somebody in the shin if they get daytime and I don't. Well,
they're
now you're
hurting.
now you're on medical leave.
You didn't need that, did you?
Frank. I was a toilet cleaner in the Vietnam War. I still get flashbacks.
That's a good one.
Hold on, I gotta write that one down. That's a good one.
She's gonna go into class.
You tell that one to your grandpa.
She's
I
gonna go to
will.
class tomorrow and be like, I was in the Vietnam War. I still get flashbacks. Okay.
They're just gonna look and be like, "What?"
My papa fought in Vietnam, and he would have laughed at that.
And then I'm just gonna look and be like, "Texas chili bowl, okay? Texas chili bowl."
The Alaskan mudslide, dang it! Drop it, give me 20.
Ash is like, you mean I have to use this? Ew.
I don't do this. That's appalling. No. But I will hit you with this glitter bomb. Rainbows, bitches.
I'm sorry, is this plastic gluten free? I can't touch it.
I remember that day I had a stream.
And then there were two.
And then I was like, how come nobody's here? Yes, queen.
Yes, girl. Yes, queen.
Yes.
Get it, girl. Glitter bombs,
Slay.
rainbows. butterflies, unicorns, shooting at the asshole, mudslide.
Carmen, you know who does that, and it's really not a joke. You know who does that the best?
RuPaul?
Mark.
Oh.
I could see it. Oh my
man.
gosh, I could see it.
He was married to a woman, but now he's with a man. But I'm telling you, which is fine, but he could do it perfect. Even either way.
Yes, queen.
Yes, the glitter bomb, like everything she just did, he would do it to perfection. And it's
sorry, you know, my laugh is horrible. It's a cackle.
No, it is not.
It's okay.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding. I love your laugh.
All right, we will be back here.
I'm gonna send a real bomb to your house.
Promise.
Yeah.
Make it fabulous.
It's gonna be so much rainbow.
Make sure
that it's gonna
that's how the wheels on the bus.
Never do that again.
That's how the wheels on the bus go around in Carmen's house, because all you had to do was this, Carmen.
I was trying to tell her that.
Like
she was just like
shaking your hips like freaking Elvis.
Yeah, she did it wrong.
I got nervous.
So you're like, I mean, watch this.
Well, also,
I can't do this.
I don't know the freaking thing.
I'm gonna shake my hips as if a stick can shake them. Stiff.
I mean, I don't know why the wheels on the bus go round and round would be like, let me Shakira this.
Yeah.
Instead of doing this.
You forgot that outfit change, Carmen. I think everyone was disappointed by that. You need to like find one. We need to redo this.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't doing it for anybody else. I was doing it for my niece.
Yeah, well, I mean, she was disappointed. She emailed me.
That's probably why she didn't want to talk to me today. She was like,
That's probably why she just looked at you and laughed.
She's like,
probably.
Cone of shame for you. See you, Sir Frank. Have a good night.
See ya.
Like this girl, she doesn't even know anything about wheels on the bus. They don't go side to side.
She's like, and she doesn't even know sticky something bubble gum. I sang it all day yesterday.
What? Sticky icky
what
bubble
is
gum?
sticky?
I can't sing it 'cause I'll get in trouble.
Googling. Oh, the itsy bitsy spider?
No, the sticky bubble gum.
I don't know about that. Nor do I want
Sounds
to.
provocative.
Well, it makes your hands stick
It sounds really
to
bad.
your head, and you pull them, and you pull them, and you pull them away.
That sounds like a cum.
Sticky
Yeah.
bubble gum.
That sounds like a cum shot where you accidentally touch your head and it's just.
Sounds like
that is Miss Rachel.
Me, myself, and Irene. Eileen movie or whatever the heck that is.
Irene.
That's Miss Rachel.
Come on,
and
come on, Irene.
Loves her.
Come on, Irene.
You know when you get.
I'm gonna have to Google this Miss Rachel and be like, "What are you teaching my niece?"
Oh, Miss Rachel. Yes, all the kids like Miss Rachel now.
Ray Madison loves her. Like you put her on, and she reaches for the TV.
I'd be like, "No."
That's what happens when.
Yeah,
that's true. That's
everything.
True.
Just you get railed and then you get derailed.
Wow.
Wow. Swing.
I guess.
I was gonna say.
How else do you want me to put that?
Yeah.
I don't want you to put it anyway.
She's like, Carmen, put it down. How about that? Just put it down and walk away slowly.
My favorite thing to do is embarrass you on live chat. You're like, what the hell?
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
The Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Like your FBI.
Yeah, but they come in riding on moose.
Yeah, but they're like, instead of It's like, FBI, open up. They're like, RCMP, open up.
Can you imagine how long that takes? They're like, RCMP, open up. RCMP.
If they're on a moose, they gotta bend down. They're like, RCMP. Yeah, it took me too long to actually say that.
It's
And
like,
they're
glitter
already
bomb
in the
here
next
for you.
step.
Glitter bomb.
it's like,
We're
Mr.
here.
Mr. Moose, can you just kick that door open, please?
Backing
He's like,
up.
no problem, little lady. Here's your backup.
The moose is like, beep, 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 boom. Glitter bomb.
Actually, it's probably like, beep, beep, beep. And then it's like, boom, gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch. You have no
Shit.
idea how funny that is.
Yeah, no, because she did. I didn't tell her about my dream that I had, so that's even funnier. What did she say?
That's how you know you're hanging out with me too long, because you say gotcha, bitch.
No, I had a dream that Gabby and I were on a train, and like I'm like running from this giant rat. Like I've had really weird
Are there
dreams
any
lately.
mudslides or chili bowls involved in this?
No. But like I've had really, really weird dreams lately. And like we're on a train and I'm running.
Okay, Frank.
from-
We'll see you in Grandma's house, where it's less explicit over there. Wink, wink.
I'm running from this giant freaking rat, and Gabby just jumps up on the chair. She said, "Watch this." And the rat comes towards me and she's like stomps on its head and she's like, "Gotcha, bitch." And then just kind of like wipes off her Timberlands. And then we started walking down a dark alley and I was like, "I don't want to do this." And she's like, "It's
This
fine."
sounds interesting.
Yeah, it was. And then I woke
used to
up
take
and I
the
was
train
like,
all the time.
"What the world?"
Well, it was
Then I
like
wo-
the Timberlands were like my superhero cape.
I guess so.
Because we went down a dark alley and Carmen was like, "I don't want to go down there." And I was like, "It's fine. I'm wearing my
Yeah,
Timbs."
you're like, "It's fine." And then, like, at the end of my dream, I thought there was an earthquake happening. It wasn't. It was my phone ringing because, like, I rolled over on my phone and it was Madison FaceTiming me. I'm like, "What is happening?"
And then
So then
she
I wake up to
laughed in
a
her
baby. Yeah, and then Madison laughed in my freaking face.
She's like, avocado? Is that you?
Baby Cotto? Baby Cotto?
Is that a bye or a hi?
I don't know. I gotta get going though.
Yep.
Yeah, we gotta hop over there.
Alrighty. We'll be back
Bye,
tomorrow,
y'all.
6 p.m. Eastern time for part 2 of Mr. Klaus. And then we get to we have 3 witnesses tomorrow. We have Kristen Denning, which I didn't write down what she I didn't write down what she does. And then we get to see Chief C. See, I cannot say his name without thinking of a 1940s detective. Show her Chief C, S-E-E, not C.
Are you
That's
sure?
all.
Did you see it?
I see, and I'll pull my pants up to my under my armpits. 'Cause I had to
So-
think about where they would go.
Kristen Denning, he's the Alaskan state criminologist.
He?
He. Or she, sorry.
Oh, like
Sorry.
never met a guy named Kristen before.
And then
Hershey.
and then the James C, he's the Craig chief of police.
See?
See? I know what I'm talking about every now and then. Honestly, I just Googled that.
Googling. All right. We're out. See ya.
All right, we're actually leaving this on. See you guys.
Automatically in love is kinda uncanny. Click, like, subscribe, ooh, piece of candy. Looking for my spotlight, chasing my vibe. Still looking for my credibility online. Ooh, hot mannequin love, candy on the floor, don't pick it up. Chasing all the clicks, chasing all the views. Credibility's hiding, but I'm bringing you the news. Drop a comment down below before you go. Every little scroll is a mystery, but you stuck around, watch the show with me. Laughs and chaos, that's how we roll. Drop a comment down below before you go.